Are we ready, gentlemen?
I think we're
Yes.
ready.
Is everybody sitting comfortably?
Very much so, Papa.
I am.
Very good.
I'm not. Moving swiftly on. I do love that. Fuck.
The camera pans in on the universe, a large star map. Along the center, we see a garish yellow and purple swirling gash that we all know as the Cicatrix Maledictum, the great warp rift tearing the Imperium in two. The camera pans in up above the lights of the Imperium, above what is still left within the eye of the Emperor, up into the Segmentum Obscurus, the Dark Imperium, and down further into the northern edge of the Ultima Segment, to a planet on fire. 4 great hive cities burn, spewing various toxic gases and heavy metals into the atmosphere of this already polluted world. We pan down across the dusty surface, the great desert separating them of this destroyed world, into the depths of another hive city. As our associates march through the underhive towards the required rendezvous spot, a local Voxcast has just gone out from the RBTs, summoning everybody not already called up by any Ministorium forces or Imperial Guard units on the planet to congregate. Your Hab block has been asked to congregate in Warehouse 639B. The camera pans into a large cathedral-like hallway, looking out through its empty doors at the end into the streets as people start milling about, walking in, being checked off a long checklist by some sort of administratum worker, crunched over, red robes, tattered, marking people off as they come in. Haggy, you're the first to arrive. As you walk through the checkpoint, your name is called by this administratum clerk. Remus,
Mm-hmm.
would you care to describe yourself, Haggy?
Someone that when you look at them, you go, they've probably been a bit worse for wear, probably drunk. We kind of want to keep away from them, essentially, by the same way they would know how to handle themselves in a fight.
Mhm.
But then when you do get to see the face has a corkscrew smile, but it's also something that you can actually put a bit of trust in. He might rob you. You might get the impression that he might pull a knife on you and try and hang you up, or he might gracefully give you blessings and show you the way to the Administratum. The usual standard build, dark-haired, like any normal rogue would look like in a body glove.
First hand to his
Very good.
pocket or first fist to the face. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, and you're ushered on into the
Ah,
large
bingo.
warehouse as further plebeians sort of push up against you and try to get in themselves. For the RBT start laying in with the shock bands. Slightly further along the list, Nathan. You approach the administratum worker and he sort of looks up from his data slate, goes to tick off a name and goes, "Well, you're not on the list. I can't let you in." Would you describe your character for us?
I look like a member of the Death Corps of Krieg.
Done.
I
There we
have-
go, right? And you are shot.
Moving swiftly on.
I'm holding a staff as if this is a rifle and have a las pistol at my side. I look down at the list and then look back up at him again and say nothing.
You just hear the.
Yeah, exactly.
You see his like nostrils sort of twitch as he like sniffs the air and like, well, I suppose I can make an exception this time. Go on in, go on in.
Just nod. Just quick step
you're-
march.
Very good, very good. He takes another couple of names off the list as the place begins to busy with activity. People talking and whispers of why they might have been summoned. Is it some sort of purge? Do they need to send a couple of teams in to clean out the lower hives?
Oh,
Has somebody graffitied one of the great cathedrals and they need clean-up crews to go and wipe off the fucking chaos or anti-imperial symbology again?
I thought you were saying the people were discussing whether or not they were going to get purged. They might do.
Like, oh,
Are we in a
God.
big gas chamber? This looks kind of gas chambery, right, Phil?
What were
I
nostrils
don't know
for?
about you- I don't know about you, Larry. This kind of looks a little gas chambery.
Oh,
Do
sorry,
most-
go on.
Do most showers have a big fucking valve?
Perhaps they would. Then eventually, towards the end of the line, as the real scum of the hive begin to make their way up, They're sort of sauntering in at the end. He looks down at a squat little fellow. You see him recognize the image and goes, "Barkham, I see you have decided to deign us with your presence."
Did Aloysius?
Clearly, describe your character first, please.
He's a 5'2" fella, balding, has a little flak indentured apron, a las gun slung over one of his shoulders. You're pretty sure he's got a little chainsword as well. But this guy looks more of a butcher than anything else, even though he'd be the first person to tell you that he's a Chirurgeon.
Mm-hmm.
He's short, he's pale, he's like a albino Danny DeVito.
Perfect.
And he's pictured here in binary
image.
cancer.
That fucking image. So, yeah,
That's great.
sort of ticks your name off the list and goes, "On and you get."
Righto. See you around.
And as you walk in, Birkin, one of the last of the line, the RPDs have sort of just start to round in the door, forming a cordon, preventing anybody else from leaving or entering. After a few minutes of milling around, talking to a few people within the large warehouse itself, a Vox signal picks up and cracks over the speakers. Can everybody hear me? Hello? Is this thing on?
Nah, mate.
A few voices pipe up, and along a young lieutenant stands there from the RBTs, going, "Right, please, okay, yeah, you're all formally conscripted by notice of the Minister. There's some trouble in the hive. Some of you may know, District 13 has been sealed off, and we're to go and sort out the troublemakers. You have to form into companies based off the arbitrators in front of you. They will give you further instructions."
My God.
At that point, the Vox, the crackle of the Vox cuts off again. You see him sort of like stumble down the stairs behind him. Seems very much out of his depth for the situation. As you guys sort of mill about, you're approached by a young arbitrator. Flak helmet on. Carapace helmet on. Carapace armor shining. Sergeant stripes on her arm. She goes, "Yo, and you, the short one, come with me." And she points to the three of you.
No personal.
Okay.
So, you may count yourselves lucky. You have been selected for special duties. You can come with me at once.
What kind of special duties?
Finally, my horticultural skills are getting utilised.
She looks at your weapon and then looks at you and goes, "Indeed.
Flowery language right there.
See that you plant many flowers for me today."
I usually do. And thank you for checking my weapon.
Oh, God.
My eyes are up here, man.
Would you like to roll a charm for me, Haggy?
Oh, dear.
I'll leave it for
Roll to wink.
Roll
Yeah,
for
you
win,
want a charm? You want a
Liz.
charm? Oh, fuck it. I'll just like randomly just do Bodunk.
He's got a huge curved sword.
Bring it back. Where is it? Shadowing. There you go. There's your charm.
She sort of, you can't see it because she's wearing a helmet, but she sort of, you see her sort of like straighten her back a little bit, and stand up more straight and goes, well, you seem to be equipped at least a cut above the common rabble, and so there's a special mission for you this time. If you succeed, you will be rewarded handsomely. And she sort of casts a glance over to the sort of hastily formed clumps of people, not quite standing in regimented lines like you'd expect, more just clumped together in a rough mass of bodies. Or you can stay with them if you like. It's up to you.
As long as there's fresh air to breathe, I'm happy to go.
He sort of chuckles and goes, "No, you'd be lucky to have that down here." But anyway, very good. I hear no questions. Come with me. And she turns on her heel and begins marching away.
I follow in quick step behind her.
I slug her down. As I want to do.
You slink. I imagine you always just walk like this.
You'd be right.
She turns and walks off down one of the side corridors of this large warehouse. You notice as you sort of follow her, a couple of other arbitrators are doing similar things with similar groups of armed individuals, gangers, merchants, or perhaps mercenaries. Hired guns are being let off as well. She leads you to this rat-torn of corridors, and eventually brings you into a boardroom. There are already a couple of other teams waiting in here, in front of a large steel and wooden desk in the front. She goes, right, wait here. And, you'll be given your new orders soon.
I run
She
a
sort of-
gloved finger just down the table and just look at it and go, "Oh, no, just.
It is surprisingly clean.
Fuck.
After a couple of minutes, the room sort of fills up with these various reprobates, other individuals. Then walks a well-dressed man, not in an arbitrator's uniform, but a long black suit. Followed by a strange-looking figure. Race, could you please introduce your character? As this Drakari walks into the room.
By the fucking throne.
So-
Laser pistol already in my hand. I would like to just say that.
I was going to say I was actually scouting and moving in to steal something from someone, but then
Oh, sorry, I must not have heard you.
no, I am dumbstruck and shocked to see a Drakari
Oh.
just walk in. I'm like,
your hand's in somebody's pocket, and you're like,
So, walking in behind this man, you see a like 6.5 foot tall Drakari, in bright red armor with some sort of pistol at his hip, and across his back is slung a massive sword that looks almost like a cleaver, but it's got two handles along the spine of the blade in two different places. He's got like long black hair that's like tied up in like a pretty high top knot, and in the center of his chest, like strapped to the armor, you see this like blue cracked stone that seems to swirl some kind of energy. If you stare at it too long, you could swear you see like a screaming face in it.
Now that's interesting.
And he looks like this.
Let's see.
It's a big sword. Do you think she's
It's a really
compensated
big
for
sword.
something?
Oh, I was picturing something. I was picturing something more like a Klingon bat'leth.
I mean, it's not far off.
It's not.
Out of-
yeah.
out of character. Are you a Cyberate?
No, I'm not.
Alright, fair enough.
I'm an incubus.
Oh, fuck.
Even worse.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm no one's messenger boy. I'm a delivery boy.
I don't get
yeah, there's
I am
as you
God.
I am the Polus.
as you expect, the slight hum of the room dies to a deathly silence when the Xeno walks in. A few people draw their weapons and unison with you.
Straight up fucking point gun.
Fucking no name, fucking Death World bastard.
You just hear happy gas mic noises.
Just
Boom, boom, boom.
I have a mild look of amusement as I look at raised guns at me.
My arms are crossed and my brow is raised.
The man in the suit sort of grins and nods his head and goes, "Can we please put the weapons away, people?" And after a second, if nobody does anything, he nods to the arbitrators, and one of them brings out their shock maul and fucking ignites it. Goes, "Put your weapons away, ladies."
With from an actual command of someone in authority, I holster the weapon.
Yep, a few people follow, and most of the weapons are holstered. Eventually, after a few choice applications of the shock ball to people,
I'm just going to quietly whisper into the guy next to me's ear and say, "You know, it's going to be an arena fight. We're going to just watch you go one-on-one with this thing."
Oh, Jesus Christ.
you see like his eyes turn to you, and he flick back and goes, "What the fuck you think? I've killed before, but not fucking Zeno.
No, you're going to have to step up now.
Fuck that, I can't do this. You fucking fight him."
Oh, well, after you die.
No. Hold on, have you got your hand in my pocket?
No, no.
he's just pecking out all the fucking scraps of food in the fucking pocket.
Oh, not your pocket. You don't have anything in your pocket.
He seems to have
Trust
taken
me,
it
I
back.
checked.
Seems to taking it back at this, and the man at the front clears the goes, "Would you all like to listen? I will tell you what you're all here for." Everybody? Yes, very well. As you've been explained before by the fine young lieutenant up there, it appears as District 15. I call it before. Back. Where are my notes? District. Yeah,
District
15.
9.
District 15.
Oh, I get that reference. Somehow.
Unfortunately, it has not actually fallen to your usual band of rebels. The ecclesiarchy, myself included, of Hab 9, feel that there's a darker hand at play. And as such, you have been selected to be part of the flanking force, to cut off the head of the snake of these foul betrayers of our most holy emperor. Count yourselves lucky. You will not be in the first charge.
I just go.
You may assemble into rough squads as you've been chosen by our arbitrators. The Eldari will... Don't worry about him too much. He'll do his own. He is here to assist and observe, as they say.
Don't worry
Yes.
about the signal of that fucking killing
Yes,
machine.
the one in front.
Any of these darker powers have anything to do with that? And I point to the Dracari.
The Falzianos always work together. I would not lie to you and say we are happy to work with him, but he is no friend of the enemy, even if he is one of them.
Him?
He screws his face up as he looks at you.
Oh, shit.
I just slightly raise an eyebrow.
Gotta be dangerous for those.
I like to imagine as well that like I probably don't understand a lot of the words being used.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's low Idrius, you won't understand.
I know a little teeny bit of Gothic, but like not a lot.
Yeah,
You are still an elder turned, depending how old you are. Sorry.
Any further questions? You'll be moving out shortly. The main force has already departed the warehouse, and we'll be moving up over the main bridge to Hab 15 immediately to assault the enemy forces. You'll be moving through a side exit, through maintenance tunnels and across maintenance walkways between the two Hab blocks. You're expected to encounter resistance, and you're expected to overcome it. He looks at you, and he looks away.
No,
God damn it! I just
You
go.
can see when he looks like he makes eye contact. You see him recognize what you are, and he looks away again.
If I see him do that, I just do. I just put my arm back. God damn.
You have 10 units, 10 minutes to prepare yourselves. You'll be expected to move out. Any who do not vacate the area in that time, well, then he sort of nods his head to the arbitrator with a shock while drawn. You'll be seen as traitors and betrayers. Cowardice is not tolerated. Any further questions?
Would the Chatwin be joining us? A priest.
A chaplain
No.
will be accompanying the main force to provide morale support for them. He will
Yeah,
meet
I
you
got-
at your objective when it is complete.
I got a question.
Yes?
When do I get out of this chicken shit outfit?
I thought you chose to wear that.
Oh well. Last reference of the night, I think.
With that, he sort of nods, no further questions, and he exits, leaving the Drakari standing there.
Okay. I believe we're
Renali. You're approached by one of the arbitrators, Renali. One of which you recognize as Arbitrator Dahlia. And she sort of nudges your elbow and gives a nod of her head for you to follow.
I do so.
She sort of marches back over and picks you through out of the crowd and goes, over here! Come on! You're part of my squad, you're going to start to act like it.
Oh,
I'm
yes,
sorry.
you. Yes. Yes, leave that man's guilt in his pocket.
I literally do like the whole small, normal, and then to the Drakari. And then,
Yeah.
I would like. Can I march over as well? Perfectly regimented.
Uh-huh. Yep.
oh, we're not taking that, are we?
just gonna waddle over.
Are you saying that with
just-
the Kriegsmarine Drakari?
I just turn.
Which one are you saying it about?
Big gas mask just turns and looks at you, and then just fucking turns right back face forward again.
Yeah, of course I'm talking about the Krieg fucking death roll. All this.
Yes, all of you are going together. Yes, you're expected to destroy the enemies of the Emperor and return.
What was your name again, Fraser, on this?
Remus. Likewise.
Oh, Burkham.
What's your second
Yeah,
name?
it's
Hair.
Yeah, close.
No, it's
Nah, it's
Haig again.
Burkham McGraw.
Burkham?
Burkham
Burkham.
McGraw.
Yeah, Burke and hair. Come on.
That's the joke.
Uh,
Yeah, Burkham McGraw, because Burke is a Burke and hair, and McGraw because Feathers McGraw is like a little penguin
oh yeah.
who Danny DeVito played.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like poetry, it all rhymes. I just lean into Remus and say, dibs on his musk when he cops it.
You really want to wind them up so you can volunteer to be lead scout?
Yeah, look at me. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm fucking scout material right here. Yeah, sure. Remember, we're gonna putting people together. I can easily take you apart.
Hmm. Well, then you're going to find a lot of lost inventory very soon.
I knew I'd like you. Just walks away. Have to give you a little pat on the back.
No, over here, over here.
Force habit.
What's that?
It's like, I don't know you. Goodbye.
Can't feel a damn thing.
Right, you will be assaulting via catwalk number 4. You are to gauge the enemy, kill their commander, and weaken them enough that the main cannon fodder can overpower their lines. You'll know their commander, as he has a big tattoo in the middle of his forehead.
What
What does the tattoo look like? Crosshair?
think of a circle with a lot of lines coming out of the middle of it.
Oh no.
Ah.
Okay. Cool.
So, well,
Sounds
this
like a
circle,
pinwheel.
how many lines come out of it?
Enough.
Is it
Eight.
more than 7? Less than 9? Or...
Just get. You said a very important stuff. What?
Oh, God.
Does it look like a goth Buddhist?
Look, he carries the mark of chaos, okay?
Why do you just say so?
Because he could get us all shot.
Oh, this is
I'm
all
sure you
this-
might have scrubbed enough walls down here in the Underhive.
Why
Some
is
of us have.
It's nothing. It won't be chaos. Every time the Ecclesiarchy has some trouble with some low-level gang, it's always chaos. And then they just rally together the villagers and the miscreants of the fucking level and get them to battle each other because it saves money and resources instead of sending in the RBT.
That was a very succinct summary of the situation, yes.
So don't worry, it's not chaos. Sorry. Gas mask. Don't get your hopes up.
Yeah, it's not chaos. But it's an opportunity.
Yes, an opportunity to get acquainted with your new friend.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
every time I
sure.
get shot in the head.
At that, I like take out a little device from my hip, like place it to my mouth, click it, and you hear me speak, and sounds like a really guttural gibberish.
Greetings.
Oh, it does speak.
Do
Hello
you have
there.
to get high? Do you have to get high to talk?
Does the Xenos have to return?
I will be returning. You're the questionable factor here.
So you're just gonna finish what you started.
I just look at you and say nothing.
And we used to be the best of buds. He's in the skin trade as well.
Yeah.
How do you know what this guy is? It's a real question.
Did name not give it away?
He did, yes, you
Does
were
he not
told.
have, like, big fucking blades on his arms?
I assume you've all heard the fairy tales of the Xenos who comes and steals you away in the night.
See, I imagine they've all heard the tales and all the stories and all the myths and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but it's far worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's accordion Jimmy,
It's-
the skeleton made of skin.
If I
Club
remember,
piece is spikier actually than you were told.
if I remember correctly, Eldar are supposed to be shorter and have paper thin armor and be quite weak. So this is strange to look at.
Ah, the
Oh, no,
primer.
no. The Drukhari is still paper thin weak. They just hit so much harder and faster.
That's not what the Imperial Guards Regiment Primer told me.
Why would you read toilet paper?
Okay. Can we go, Commander?
Yes, go on. Time's almost up.
Either way,
You,
sir.
take some time to prepare yourselves.
I just cock my fucking las pistol, put it back.
Points
in
down
the
the
holster.
corridor behind us and goes, left there, silo number 4. That'll take you to the catwalks.
Alright.
That way you can skirt around the main battle on the bridge and avoid much of the meat grinder, shall we say.
Yeah.
A single tear rolls down
Count
his
yourself
eye.
lucky.
I begin
What?
walking.
I have never counted myself lucky, yet I always seem to land myself in these positions.
Great, eh?
Yeah.
That's just your lot in life, I suppose. Off you go.
You're not coming with us?
No, somebody has to keep the rabble in line up there. What do you think we do? The Ecclesiarchy aren't paying us enough to get shot. We're gonna go stand behind the plebs and hit them with stun bands until they charge the bridge.
See, this is why
As he walks away.
never a
Oh,
priest
well.
when you need one.
Look around you. I don't think a priest ever looked into here. I don't think the even emperor sees this place.
No,
The Emperor
judging by
sees
the
all.
faces,
Indeed, he does. I got a question. Why is only one of you?
Who are you saying that to?
The Kriegy boy.
Oh.
gas mask. You got a name?
I am Krieger.
Krieger the Krieg.
I nod.
Where
Yeah.
the rest of the Krieg is then?
I shrug.
Sounds to me like you've gone AWOL.
Or maybe he's the last one to die.
The last Kriegsmarine.
Dangerous is an old man and a young man's profession.
Oh, so that's why you were talking about priests before, eh, there, Remus?
Hmm.
Good things come in small packages, right? I see.
Yeah. Well, speaking of small packages, Pointy ear, what do we call you?
Remarkable.
What?
Sorry, I actually did cut out there.
You cut out.
Renali will suffice.
Renali.
Renali. Exotic. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you weren't entirely human.
No. Aren't your people mainly pirates?
Imagine like I'm holding back a look of disgust. Like my lip kind of quivers a little bit.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
I mean, you base your culture around pirating as well, don't you?
Yeah. We're the same.
Ah,
And with that Burkham tries to stifle a laugh.
Ready? Are you all ready to depart?
Yeah. Such lovely faces to be accompanied with towards the end. You too, gas mask.
do not fear. We are already dead.
In which case I have dibs on his spleen too.
Shall we?
Very good. You begin heading down the corridor pointed to you by Arbitrator Delia. After a few twists and turns through a couple of doorways and hatchways that have been opened for you, you come to the edge of the hab. A sheer wall of metal that drops below you into the depths of the hive. On the other side, you see District 19. Closed off for some time, the locals among you may know. Now you see it, it looks strange, different to you. Like the usual maintenance that has gone on by the manufacturing workers has not happened to it recently. The great gates of the district themselves have been wrenched open. You can't quite see on top of the bridge as it is above you and some distance away, but you do hear like a braying sound, a cheering coming from it, and the same coming from your own side. There's a long catway in front of you as it snakes along tubes and wiring to overcome this great crevasse. There are a number of others as well. You see teams making their way along it, some more gingerly than others, some holding on to the walkways for dear life as power surgers shoot along the live cabling, shaking the walkway, and the great ducts flush water through the hive, shaking it even more. After a few moments of taking in your situation, you hear a large and and you see just above you, as you look onto the bridge, a wall of bodies charged from the Imperium side.
God.
Meat cleavers and knives in hand. You see a few of them have guns that are flying into the air.
I'll do it.
And almost in response, you hear another cry from the other side. This great charge, this great screaming exultation of "Oh, hey! Yes!" And you see bodies fleeing from that side, some of them half clothed, limping and running as they come. Each all carrying variously shoddy implements of war, knives, rakes, forks, common implements, very few actual weapons.
We must hurry.
Continue.
This is comedy guilt, my friend.
We must hurry.
Why?
Do not let the lives of our compatriots not buy us time.
What's your rush? There's still plenty of people to kill and plenty of death to go around.
I just
As you,
turn
as
and
you
look at
say this, Remus, the two forces collide with a clamour in the middle of the bridge. And from the corner of your eye, you see people dragged off the side. Almost like the ones from District 15 are grabbing them and throwing them over the side with themselves,
Jesus Christ.
plunging into the depths.
Amazing.
As this mass melee begins to scrum in the middle of the bridge. As people begin toppling off it as they're crushed in the center. Just the pressure spilling out over the sides as people collapse and fall off.
Sweet home.
And the screaming begins.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? I'm just staring at Renali.
I look at you and just smile, and you just see all my teeth are serrated.
God. I would like to break into I would like to break into a jog, please.
You begin jogging along the walkway very well.
I break
Very
into
well.
a waddle.
That is good.
It's like Gimli coming up behind Legolas and Aragorn.
How did
Can
you
you all-
Oh,
Can
God,
you
sorry,
all roll me-
double timing it.
Can you all roll me an agility test, whoever is making their way along the walkway?
Can I
Sure.
Can I cast luck as I do this?
If you wish to, sure.
Wonderful.
Make
Oh.
a Sakana check.
Oh, welcome to Dark Heresy.
Welcome to Dark Heresy.
DM with the modifier. DM with the modifier. DM with the modifier.
How do you spell Renali again?
Or is it, hold on, let me modify it. +10, sorry, it's easier.
Oh, wonderful.
Plus 10.
Plus 10.
Reese, how would you
Plus
spell
10 buff.
Renali?
It's an easier check.
Ranalli.
Okay,
Good
no
stuff.
problem. One pass, one fail.
R-A-N.
One moment, 2 shakes of crying baby. Plus 10, yeah?
+10. An easier check, yes.
Nice.
Mm,
Very good.
Nice.
doesn't work. That's alright.
Turbo waddle.
Wasn't a double, so you're okay. But you can't quite grasp part of the work. The screaming coming from the bridge is overwhelming your senses. You're not used to the sound of civilians clashing in such a manner, and it jars you little to know that non-guards, non-true and trusted servants of the Emperor are doing the fighting that you rightfully should.
And even then, fucking agility's fucking up too, man.
And then
Oh,
you
yeah.
feel.
Can I use
Okay.
a fate point for that?
Sure, go ahead.
To run.
Well, you know, in a rush as well.
I
yeah?
assume this means that I'm that this is an agility to stop falling, correct?
You make it before I tell you the outcome.
Yeah, I'm gonna fate point that.
Wise.
Oh, thank Christ. Ah,
3. Yeah, you succeed. You charge over the bridge. You slip at one point and fall, but you grab onto the railing and hoist yourself up.
mm-hmm.
The muscles and ligaments in your elbows screaming as they take the weight of your entire body. Let's see, Renali, you succeed deftly traversing this crevasse, and jumping from wire to wire as you go, seemingly too light for your physical form.
Excellent.
Fuck, your name is fucking error. Burkham.
Your name isn't Error.
Burkham, you traverse this like Gimli traverses like You just waddle across, just fucking running, arms pounding. You don't know why you're running. The Krieger started running, and now you're following. So,
There
Don't
we
be
go.
late to the party.
but you definitely follow across, not falling behind at all. Remus, you find it hard to drag your attention away from the carnage that is going on the bridge. People by the tens plummeting to their deaths, screaming and crying as they fall into the chasm. And as you're sort of focusing on this instead of where your feet are going, you slip and sort of stumble. And as you do, you turn, and something catches your eye as it falls on the bridge, holding two bodies with it. But that one's not screaming; it's laughing. Roll me a corruption save. Roll me a willpower.
Oh God.
Oh no. Mud.
Mod, let's give it a plus 10. It's a fairly easy one. Ooh, you succeed. You think battle lust, madness, probably on drugs, usual Underhive scum, nothing to worry about, and you continue on across the gangway, slightly behind, but with no worse to wear. As you guys pass onto the other side, as you come into the large service duct that serves as your entranceway, almost like a large sewer grate. Your senses are overcome with this sweet, sort of cloying smell, almost like an old woman's perfume, and it assaults your senses. Renali, make me a willpower test.
Sure thing, boss. With what mod?
Give me a -10.
Ooh.
Sure.
Because it's human.
Roll me a 1d3.
Okay. 2.
You take 2 corruption points. Renali, this scent
Okay.
triggers something in your memory, something you thought you'd buried away decades ago.
God.
It smells like Comera.
Nah.
Like it.
Smells like Comera. What does Comera smell like?
This but worse.
Smells like,
Like
Fresh blood,
like a
dry
gold.
blood,
Yeah,
Bl-
kind of
blood
cloying
white.
perfume.
It smells like the end of a 24-hour orgy where no one made it out alive.
Oh.
It smells like a fresh paper cut on an orphan's forehead.
Yep.
Sorry, where did I put down corruption? Where is it?
So corruption
It smells like
goes,
cock and
I
ball
believe
torture.
It is in
Advancement.
your...
It smells like
Ah.
a Game of Thrones
Advancements.
chair.
Okay, so I'm at 2.
Oh yeah.
The rest of you
Like
sort of watch Renali pause as he reaches the other side of the walkway. And sort of looks about him strangely. The rest of you smell the same smell, but it doesn't really trigger anything in you.
I imagine my eyes dilate slightly.
He's like a shark.
Yeah.
You definitely notice something's
Hey.
switched.
Hey. You
I
with
look
us?
at you. I nod. But I definitely look like a little bit. I imagine I look like a little. Like before, before it was very, subdued, reserved kind of thing. But now I seem a bit more like, kind of like eyes darting about a little bit, like look a little bit like jumpy, trigger happy.
I think the answer to your question there, Remus, is yeah. 100% yeah.
I'm just wondering if he's going to start getting as wacky as these nut jobs. Maybe it's the Krieg that's bringing the mania in them. Literally just saw some asshole grab 2 of them and jump off laughing. Teased. But I don't know. Slot. I'm not forgotten the name of it. What's the one that obfuscates you and makes you go?
Oh, it's
horse
Slot,
in the gym. I need to get the
whatever,
thing right.
off the top of
That's
my
what I
head.
picked.
Armory, drugs.
No, it isn't.
Because we would just make the canon part of.
Gear.
They're probably just off their nut on it.
Where is it? Drugs. It is Is it Obscura? I believe it's Obscura.
Obscura.
Enter,
Yeah,
yes,
they're
enter a
probably
dreamlike
up in
state for 1d5 hours.
Yeah, they're probably all high on Obscura.
Of all things to pick, why Obscura?
Because it keeps you in line like a good little soldier.
I know,
Isn't that
but
right,
shit.
Gasmask?
We do not need such things.
No?
Yeah, this laddie boy's straight edge.
Nobody's straight edge in battle.
Nobody's straight edge on this planet.
So,
What you guys like to do? You're standing in this large sewer-like entranceway underneath District 15. You can still hear the sounds of battle going on above you, echoing down through the sewer grates and vents in the walls, and from the bridge itself. As you look at, it seems like the wall, the meat wall of people has pushed out of District 15 towards the lines of the RBTs who are
oh god.
beating people with their shock batons, forcing them into battle. Those who resist too strongly, you hear the sound of gunshots.
So the Chaos Forces are actually winning. Fuck. We must continue moving.
I know time at the present.
Where would you guys like to go? You can continue straight ahead down this large exit duct, like this large sewer grate. There are a number of doors off to your left and right, various other maintenance shafts. Where are you trying to get?
Where, is there some kind of like role one could make to kind of determine? We're obviously trying to hunt and kill the commander of these forces.
Mhm.
Like, some kind of role I can make to determine where they might be.
Also,
Like, where might they lead from, essentially?
I
in
would say
addition to
anybody
that,
with knowledge of the hive could make such a role.
towards
Then-
I don't think I have
that-
knowledge of the hive.
that's,
I-
that
Oh, sorry,
brings
you
me
go
to I was going to say that brings me to another
Uh-huh.
thing, which I think you might also have, Fraser, as well. What does navigate surface mean? Does that mean driving? Or does that mean finding your way?
Finding your way.
In which case, yeah, being a hiver, plus 20 to navigate surface tests in enclosed spaces. This still looks pretty enclosed.
You can assist one another in this roll if you want, and one of you can roll. You'll
Oh,
get it, make it easier.
my role was lore of the underworld as to where would the kingpin keep his piazza?
Okay, they'll make two separate rolls. You can make a lower underworld, and Joe, you can make a navigate, and you'll get slightly different stuff. Both of them will be easy, so a plus 10.
Plus 20 as well.
Womp womp.
Yep, plus 20 from you. I feel, Haggy, you think from your time in the underworld,
Oh, yeah, no, I'll leave it as that.
these guys tend to
Lapis.
keep below the surface, usually hiding in high rises behind bodyguards, in gang haunts. Usually don't show themselves in the front line. Well, that doesn't strike you as this sort of character that you've been sent to hunt. So I don't think he's probably hiding anywhere like that. He's probably out in plain view somewhere, rallying his people from the sounds of it. Where that could be, hard to tell.
If I was a
Burkham-
ganger, I'd be in the old cistern, but I don't
Yeah.
think these lads are gangers.
No, it would be in his, pleasure house most of the time. High as fuck. I mean, you've seen around here, it's open war, so where he's going to be in the battle? I don't know.
Lucky bastard.
Gas mask.
I just
Where's your
can't-
commanders usually when you're in battle?
So it depends.
They shoot you in the back?
Our commanders are normally either at the front line or in orbit.
I don't think he's going to be up there.
I shake my head.
Think he's going to be in the front line?
I shake my head. If you keep moving, you will be up ahead. The Emperor guides our path.
Oh, I feel better already. Right. Waddle forth.
Where would you guys like to go?
I believe we were instructed to follow the sewer system, weren't we?
Sounds like wishful thinking there, Krieger.
If that's where the Emperor guides you, then that's where you shall go, Krieger.
Follow your nose. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Can
See,
I? Ooh.
Mr. Kari gets it.
Uh-huh.
Can I stop for a brief moment, please, and use my half action to farm warp perception?
Warp perception.
Warp.
Sure, what does that do?
That
you click
gives
it?
me sure thing. Oh, doesn't actually fucking sorry. There
So
we go.
what does it look like when you try to manifest the psychic ability?
So
As you
as
succeed, even.
I don't think it actually needs the to cast, but I actually like stop in
All of them need the cast.
I stop in
excuse
place.
me.
So what is your siren of
2.
2?
So
So 20 meters.
I gain the unnatural senses trait. What it
Uh-huh.
looks like is I stop, and it's almost like I'm praying. I'm holding my staff in both arms and muttering to myself underneath my breath. And then as I stop, and then as I start again, the goggles of my gas mask flare with a bright blue light.
Unnatural senses.
You know, you
So
can put
what does that give you?
torches outside the helmet.
What did you say, Haggy?
Said, you know, you can put torches on the outside of your helmet.
Not like these. That's page 139.
Let me see if what does unnatural senses do. Write it down, you
The
bitch.
creature can perceive its surroundings, uses senses that other than sight or hearing, such as special organs, fine hairs, or some other disturbing ability. Just in case I can, for example, see through walls or detect perceptions in the air, which might give us some clue as to where we should go.
You're getting like you do this and your senses are immediately heightened, even through the heavy clothing and gas mask you're wearing. And you're suddenly assailed from above by this wave of noise and sound and smells. It smells like gunpowder and it tastes like shouting.
You see me almost like crumple underneath this ceiling.
It tastes like orders. It tastes like it used to taste when you got orders. From above you, somewhere. On street level.
Street level. Above.
Alright, fine. Suppose we'll find the manhole of some kind, right?
Well,
Lead the way.
Yeah, so there's a number of maintenance ducts either side of you. How far do you wish to travel before selecting a manhole at which you wish to go up? There's one like every 5 or 10 meters.
We'll probably just go up the first one we find, I would imagine.
We may not want to come into contact with the main fighting force. If we
You may not want to.
If we attack them from the rear, our
Yeah.
mission will be more successful.
That's right. Come in by the rear and do some damage. Lead the way.
Okay.
Can you roll me a navigate under hive, Joe? See if you can
Navigate under hive.
properly adjust yourself in the sewers to where you think the road might end.
Would that be surface then? Yeah.
Navigate surface, yeah. I'll count under hive as surface because you're a hiver. Give that a
Plus
plus
20.
10. Plus 30.
Plus 30.
Yeah, I'll give you a plus 10 bonus because it's easier.
Baby. Yeah. Boom. I
Yeah.
am the sewer.
You think this Hablock, you've been in one of a similar design before. You think if you continue on another 5 or 6 manholes, you could come up in the greengrocer's shop. Well, what do you think is a greengrocer's shop from the last hive you're in? And to pop out behind a large plaza that leads into the bridge.
Looks like the coast is clear.
Mm-hmm.
Head up.
Right, lads, this way.
Yeah, fair enough. You begin moving down this corridor. Everybody roll me a perception check.
Oh,
Yes.
boy.
I'll give you a plus 20, Nathan, for your unnatural senses.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna just like walk at them and see. Are the headlights still on?
Yes, the headlights are still on.
Yep.
Oh, come on!
It's an interesting party trick. Are we just
Ooh,
doing
Ring us.
zeros, yeah?
So I'm trying to find perception.
It's
a
characteristic.
skill.
It's a characteristic.
Can we use awareness?
That's
You
why.
could use awareness as well, yeah, but you've already rolled, so.
Yeah. No, I'm fine.
Any mod?
Nope, no mod, I believe.
Oh shoot! Sorry.
Yes. I don't
It
see shit.
is fine. It is fine.
Mine is actually a fail then.
Mm-hmm. Oh, just a fail.
Just a feel. It's not a bad feel. You're belting down this corridor. As you run along, Remus, you spot it, but almost a hair's breadth too late to hide yourselves. A couple of what look like partygoers
Revelers?
or revelers are stumbling around down here. A couple of young men, hair spiked up and slicked back and dyed. Piercings, new fresh tattoos mar their face. Their clothes are half hanging off their bodies. You know, wearing skirts, women's clothing. There's a couple of women there that are half dressed. All sorts of things hanging out. Some of them are wearing men's clothing. It seems like they're completely inebriated and drunk. Looks like a real fucking good party they've come from.
I draw my cliff.
Oi, 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 oi.
They
Easy
sort
now.
of turn and look at you like in a bit of a haze.
Where's the party, guys?
Parties everywhere. We
Oh.
are the party.
Oh,
Parties. Would you like to join the party?
Yes.
Everybody can have some of us, but we can have some of you. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Just give
Thanks for your-
in. Enjoy life. All these spires and mighty people in their concrete rooms. Just relax.
Is this
Or is this your way of handling the situation down here?
What situation? Everything's great. What do you mean? You're not enjoying yourself right now?
I
Enjoy
turn
himself.
and look at my company.
He's just a
Oh, yeah.
little hungover. Don't worry about it.
Having a real hoot.
Just
You have even more fun if you come like, drink up, drink up. And one of them sort of starts stumbling towards you with a bottle in hand.
Yeah, no, I'll take the bottle and then pretend to drink it with my
Right
sleight of hand.
ditto.
Roll me a sleight of hand.
Any mods?
No mod. No mod.
Okay, I pretend to drink and spill it over my chin and accidentally and pretend to drink it, actually drink it.
As you both go, oh, then suddenly this perfume that you've been smelling all this time overwhelms your senses, and you find yourself taking a couple of big gulps of this liquid. You both roll me willpower checks.
son of a bitch?
To be honest, this is making up for every other character I've ever had played.
Well,
Ocean mod again.
Thanks, buddy.
Mod is zero mod for this. Sorry.
Oh, -5.
Can you roll me a 1d3, please, Remus?
Oh god. It's gonna be like, oh yeah, it's just poison.
Remus, you take 2 corruption. As this what smelled on your senses like some sort of rot gut homebrewed beer before hits the back of your throat as this golden honeyed luxury. This is like the nicest liquor you've ever had, and you just can't get enough. And you feel your senses begin to dull as you begin to relax and enjoy yourself.
Where did you get
Burkham,
him?
Ooh.
Burkham, you get a similar feeling as you take a couple of big swigs hit your tongue. You don't drink too much of it, but you begin feeling more loose, more like, you could drink more of
Fucking
this.
hell.
This is very nice.
Flavor. Time to be alive. You wanna
Guys,
say
you
something,
try
Remus?
this. Guys, you need to try this.
We do not have time for this.
Yeah, but it actually tastes good. When was the last time you tasted something that was decent?
Does this?
Paul,
Yes.
Yeah.
would I recognize this as the influences of Slanesh?
I
Being a Drakari, pretty familiar.
I'm kind of a dab hand at this kind of thing.
it's hard to tell these revelers. Every reveler, in some way indulges Slanesh, of course. These revelers seem to be reveling a bit more than your usual drunkards to you. It doesn't seem like they're full demon worshippers, but definitely feeling a bit more of the power than you might find comfortable.
They're on their way.
More like she's on her way.
Wow, wow.
Remus,
they
you're
don't
offering
gender
this
appropriate
drink.
God.
What you do is Remus offers you this drink.
Me?
Krieger.
We do not have time for this, and I slap it out of his hand.
Out of his what?
Out of his hand. I literally just.
Remus. This person has just stolen the tastiest thing you've ever had in your life from you. As you offered it to them out of your own goodwill for them to enjoy, they robbed you of its glory, of its splendor. For what? Cold rolls and routine? This person probably hasn't tasted everything in their entire life. What do they know about joy? About
Fucking
your
hell.
happiness?
Breathed any real air that has been sucked.
Exactly. You are beyond angry.
Oh no, it's getting too real. It's getting too real.
What do you do?
Son of a bitch.
I grab him and headbutt him.
Roll to hit, please.
Let's take another swig.
Roll me a weapon skill. Roll me a weapon skill to headbutt Krieger.
Flat mod.
No mod. No mod.
Hey, this is like 6 degrees of success now. Oh, just a 1.
Hits, so reverse that while you called shot heads. So that's fine. You headbutt Krieger. What is your strength bonus?
3.
3. Roll me a 1d4. 2. 5 damage. Krieger, you take 5 damage. As Remus just grabs you by your lapels, you're like still holding your rifle. You're like, hold on, what? This doesn't happen. And you get slammed in your face mask as he headbutts you. This damage is mitigated by your armor and toughness.
But
by the way.
you still hear my fucking grunt underneath the mask.
You still take it, but you probably bruised, but you're not like actually injured.
Could I try to intimidate Remus out of this?
What do you do?
Show him a PS
Uh,
80s.
How?
So
Who've-
I have my clave drawn
Mhm.
to begin with.
Mhm.
So I just round on Remus and Krieger.
Mhm.
Monkey,
And just
we do not have time for these squabbles. As I raise the glaive towards them.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me
Because
an
I
intimidate.
have a might makes right thing, so I can use my weapon skill instead of strength for intimidation.
Ooh.
Perfect. Roll me that with a negative 20.
Sure.
As
You've still got your robot on.
you are a non-sanctioned Xenos.
Yeah.
I love it when
Damn.
people
Oh,
mod still on.
Yeah.
I tried.
Remus. Krieger. This Xeno has just tried to give you orders. This unsanctioned filth, this lover of Slanesh, has just tried to command you.
This creature has attempted to give me commands, but it is correct. I have been ordered to associate with it, and therefore I shall. And it is a sad day that the strength of man fails, and I must rely on a Xenos for
Remus, what do
companionship.
you do? You've just headbutted Krieger. You're still holding it by its lapels of its greatcoat.
I am sick to death with this whole holier than thou shit. You think you can fucking tell me what to get on with? What's in it for you, eh? Blood? Glory? Is that all you're interested in?
Absolution.
Absolution? There's more better things to work with.
Not for us.
As
Everything's all about flesh and blood. Even you, fucking. And I'm looking down at the
Burkham.
picture.
Mhm.
Nobody actually indulge in pleasures of life. Is that just too small to ask for?
Not here. Not now.
I mean, I would kill. For Amasek. Do any of you have any Amasek? No?
Got slaught.
As you say that, Burkham, one of the revelers, like, clinks their drink with yours and goes, "Ah, you got the good stuff."
Don't know it. Then Clink is as well. Then kind of look towards the bottle and look towards Remus and go, double think, take an extra swig.
Depends. Is it going to get battered out my hand again?
Can I tell whether or not he is being exposed to some kind of psychic influence?
Do you have Psychana?
Yes, I do. Or
Would
I've,
you like
I have
to try to
Psyniscience. I would
Make a
love to.
Psyniscience check.
Please. Any modifier?
Roll me a negative 20.
Ooh.
As you,
Yeah,
you
baby.
sort of close your eyes and close yourself off to the outside world, pray to the Emperor for his divine light to show you the way. This glowing perfume works its way through your gas mask, and you taste the very stuff of chaos. And it is coming off Remus's breath in foul puffs right into your face, and you are breathing it in. And nothing physical can stop it. Chaos has completely surrounded you down here. And Remus seems to be exuding some of it.
I don't know if there's a way for me to exorcise him, is there?
I think the only way you would know of would be to how you exercise yourself of impure thoughts, which would be fasting, meditation, prayer, and service to the Emperor.
The Emperor's mercy.
What would you guys like to do?
Barkeep. You, party goer.
Huh? Ah, yes, friend. Want another one?
Where's the nearest watering hole?
Ah, down this way, pal. We got a great big party going on. We'll take you to it.
Would you care to join?
You will not abandon your post.
What post? I'm heading further into the hive. Is what we're meant to do.
We have been posted. We have a duty that we must
Exactly.
continue with.
Come and join us. Further in.
I say we head in, find the bar. Probably a good way to find whatever you're looking for.
I look at the butcher and the Xenos.
Give a wink and say, "Go on. Let's join the party." Give a wink and end this turn.
Renali, what do you do? You know this is... It's getting dangerous. And while you don't care how many of the Monkey suffer, Slanesh grows more powerful.
I mean, yeah, like I don't care about fucking all the other fucks, but like
Their souls are tasty.
if my team get corrupted,
You're down Michians.
I'm
And
down
people who can
Mitchell
speak in your behalf.
also.
Hmm.
Trying to think. Anything I can do. Hmm. At this point, can we still hear any sounds of fighting?
Oh yes.
Mhm.
Oh yes. In fact, you start to hear more and more gunshots.
What sort of direction in relation to where he said like the rest of this party is?
Oh, from the bridge behind you. The way he's came from is further on into the hive. Sounds like
Hmm.
the fighting in the bridge has intensified as gunshots now ring out. There are less cheers and shouts. There's more laughter and like mirth and joy and screams of happiness than these gunshots. And you don't think many of the people conscripted had guns?
We must hurry. We do not have time for this.
Well, we can at least swing by somewhere and pick up more booze. I'm not fighting sober.
No, Strad,
That's
nobody should fight. Come on, let him have a drink. Let him enjoy himself. It's cold in down here. Come up with us. We can introduce you to all our friends.
Where is your leader?
Leader? Leader? You should have a leader.
I shoot him in the face.
Roll the hit.
Alright.
With a plus 30.
A plus 30, you say? Interesting. Okay, let me just hit. Can I aim it as well? Half aim it?
I assume you like raise it and aim, just hit fire. So yeah,
Yeah. I only have a pistol, by the way.
yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
It's probably going to be like short range and
Full range, single shot.
plus 30. It's 9 degrees of success.
Right, roll your damage.
Damage. 4 energy damage.
I don't believe you had any extra for your degrees of success, do you?
No, because it was a single shot.
No problem. You blow a hole in this guy's head, a perfectly spherical hole, right through the other side. You can see Dawn behind him's mouth lolling open as she laughs at this. Ah! Ah! Yes, me too, do me too! As she screams and runs at you.
This is Slaneshi. This is so fucking Slanesh corruption.
It's yes, very much so.
Can anybody who is engaged in combat please roll me initiative?
Oh yeah, the second he fires, I'm just like, oh, it's go time.
Oh,
Roll
go
initiative for Nally, Krieger.
Oh, I need a token. Let me just pull a little token up here. There we go.
Oh.
You need a
Dennis
token
Burkham.
on the thing.
Are you entering combat?
6.
Yeah, just
I
drag
mean,
on.
I definitely would, purely from the sense now that the whole level I've maintained is that I've been fucked off. So inciting violence is also an Slanesh thing, so don't know if you want to get meta with it.
No, that's good as well. No, where is the fucking?
How many of these revelers were there, roughly?
There were 5 roughly, so there's 4 more.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So I'll just roll for them.
I need to put a fucking token down. Sorry.
Yeah, just drag it somewhere. Okay.
Initiative.
Initiative. Where is the initiative order fucking box? Fuck. I don't remember where it is.
It's agility.
I got
Next to your fate point.
8.
I mean the one I show you guys.
Is that a little clock-looking thing on the left?
Yeah, the run order.
And there we go.
Like you have to put us on manually though, because it wasn't up.
Ah, fuck. Oh, there we go.
Oh no, there is. Never mind.
Sort by descending. Perfect. So I need to add them on. So
Alrighty. Be fucking six. Yeah. Okay.
and they rolled in. Right. There we go. That enters. Yeah. Cool. Good. Right.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Remus. You just watch as your friend has been shot in the face, executed in front of you
My friend.
by this Krieger.
My friend.
Yes.
Well, your fellow reveler. It's up to you how you think of them, I guess. What you do?
I don't know.
Another-
You put me in a predicament in the sense of like.
On the other hand, if you kill these revelers, you can take their alcohol.
I said I would kill for Amosek.
No, you did.
Go ahead. Do what
Prove
you
it.
must do.
The one. Well, I was like running, going, "Kill me! Do me! Do me! Do me!" I let go of
Uh-huh.
Krieger and just turn with my chainsword.
Oof.
And
Revving it as you draw it from its sheath, rolled a hit with a plus 20.
da 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 da. We go into the gear tab and hit with a plus 20. I full aim.
Uh-huh.
No, it's range weapons. What are you doing, Fraser? You know, actually use the one that you have.
That would be nice. Yes.
Standard attack.
Standard, yes, standard. Ooh,
I
yes.
do love. Take a moment
Oh,
just
yes.
to appreciate the Mechanicus soundtrack.
Mm. Oh,
Can
I love it.
So
roll,
good.
can roll your damage again, Haggy, if you want to.
Yep, I roll twice, don't I?
Uh-huh. Yep, good old Terry.
And then take the
2 pen, 8 damage. How do you kill this poor girl? Top half off her, jeans hanging down around her waist, her thighs. She charges forward to be killed, laughing as she does. How do you deliver her final blow?
quite literally just throw Krieger, turn, and
Just off
And
the
it's kinda-
head.
mist and arms and
Ooh.
head is just
She's laughing as her body crumples
Oh,
to the ground.
could go even more crude and just like say cut this part off so I still smile.
Yeah, smiling and laughing,
God.
and she screams in joy as she falls. Renali, you know this best. This is not a scream of pain. This is a scream of ecstasy.
Yeah, I don't like these kind of screams. They don't do it for me.
You're not supposed to be into it. Well, joke's on you. I'm into it.
Oh,
Welcome.
that takes none of the
Your
fun.
turn. What would you like to do?
So,
What would you like to do, Burkham? It's your turn.
oh well.
The Krieger has just executed one with his pistol,
Well,
and
at
Remus has
first,
just bisected one with his chainsword.
well, in the name of a hypocritical oath, first do
I
harm.
love that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right, I'm gonna unshoulder my las gun and aim
Mhm.
at the funniest looking one.
Drawing your weapon is a half action, so you can't aim, but you
half-
can spray.
Oh,
from
half
it.
aim, right?
If you aim, you can't fire.
So I can't half aim either.
Half action to draw. It's a half action to
Oh.
aim.
and you only have one
Alright,
action.
fuck it.
You can take a full action to aim, but you only have one action.
You know, I think
You can't just fire. You still will have your plus 20.
in that case, great. Yeah, sure, I'll take it. just
The
to make
plus
sure.
20, plus 20 is just the general difficulty. You wouldn't get the aiming bonus, but
How close are they?
point blank.
Point blank. You bet.
These
Like,
are
you're like
lemmings for the
Standing
slapper.
shoulder to shoulder with these guys.
Modifier, just make it standard. And modifier plus 20, you say, yeah?
Plus 20.
You fucking kidding me?
Ooh.
I believe
Here's
your last
the
gun
You
juice.
have a
is.
jam. Oh fuck.
I believe it's reliable, so it doesn't jam.
Oh, that's good.
You're okay. It has the reliable trait. It only jams on a 99, I believe, the last gun. Or 100.
100, yeah.
Ah,
Unreliable is 90 and up.
Oh.
I remember that one.
Ah.
very good, very good. I didn't. Yes, you draw your last gun, and as you do, you raise it and fire it into the wall beside these guys, and full auto just sprayed around them.
Yeah, my eyes were closed as well. Wasn't expecting. I was like, shit, and just.
Wow.
And
Yep. And
How many shots is that?
Oh, just the one. It was just standard. It's fluff.
Fair enough.
It was fluff. Krieger, your turn.
How many are left now?
There's three of these guys left.
Mhm.
And they're all sort of staggering back, seeing two die. They seem to like have G'd up somewhat, but they've not had time to like properly react.
I would like to cast a sail on one, please.
Very well. Roll me a Psychana.
You got it.
What
Any
psi focus level are you using?
2.
2. Okay, -20, please.
-20. Oh, is there a
Uh-huh.
reason for that? Is it just because of the chaos?
It is
Maybe.
because the chaos taint has been spreading in your local vicinity
Uh-huh.
quite recently. So the warp is tainted.
It
Succeed
succeed
anyway.
Yeah,
Very
baby.
good. What
Uh,
does a seal do?
the bottle that one of them had been carrying that they've dropped lifts into the air and flies into the face of one of them.
Oof, very good. Roll damage.
I believe that is 1 degree of success. Never mind. Yeah, so that is damage, which is 1d10 plus 2 pen. 8 with 2 pen.
This bottle smashes in their face. It just like sends their head flying back as their neck snaps as they like gurgle and try to like drink in the liquid, just their last movements as they fall to the floor. Bits of glass cutting their face. They just shove it down their throat. Get it in! Ah! And he just falls quiet.
Rumor sees this and shoots you some eyes.
I don't even look at him.
Renali, it's your turn. There are 2 enemies left.
Okay.
2 enemies. 2 revelers
So
left.
sorry. Explain melee combat to me.
So you stand in melee combat, you hit the enemy, and you do damage.
In terms of action, though.
So I believe you don't have swift attack, and you don't have any feats that make you attack twice, so you can only attack once. And I don't think you have any feats that you cleave, so you can only hit one target.
Okay. And does
You can't
can I attack as a half action, or does that have to be the full action?
attack
It
as
is-
half action, I believe. Sorry, Paul.
Yes, attack is a half action. And I believe you need swift attack to make 2 melee attacks on a turn. I
Okay.
don't think you can attack twice with the same weapon.
Okay.
I need
Oh, that's fine. No, I was just wondering for like specifically for a
I believe that's why
thematic
swift.
thing.
I believe that's why swift attack exists, so that you attack twice.
Hmm.
That could be the same weapon, though.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Uh,
Half action to attack. You can attack twice if you don't aim. Yeah, fuck it.
I'm trying to just.
You must look at a +20, even if you don't aim.
Okay.
And you can make 2 attacks, 1 with each half action. That sounds fair.
Nah, I want to. So I've currently got like the clave held.
Mhm.
With a half action, you hear like you'll hear like a slight click as the blade separates into 2 separate claves,
Hmm.
and then I will attack one of them.
Go ahead.
With
Roll
You
my
will-
demi clave. Let's go.
It starts
Roll
playing.
for it.
No.
Half
No
aim.
aim, half aim,
Just really making one attack, half aim.
and then attack type. Standard,
Standard, yeah.
Mhm.
It's not swift. It's not.
and
requiring
then
anything.
modifier 0 or.
+20.
Oh, that's +1. Okay.
These guys are very easy to hit.
There you
Ooh, yes. Roll your damage, please.
go. This? Oh, I don't know
Have any
about.
damage on it?
Why is it not?
Let me look at your sheet.
Oh, is it? You might have to stretch it out a little. Yeah, you have to stretch it out because you've got so many different descriptions on it. Remember
things.
Yeah, remember
Oh.
that. Remember that shit.
I remember now. Yes, 14
Ah.
damage. You bisect this individual who falls to the ground laughing as tears of joy roll down their face. Finally, yes,
Excellent.
more! Help me more! And it is their turn. The final one looks at this, sort of like, yes, me too, yes. You started this, and runs at you, Krieger, attempting to grapple you.
Okay.
Can you roll me I believe it is a strength check or
Ex-
strength athletics?
Strength athletics, no problem at all. I don't have any strength athletics, so I will be rolling that at a negative 20. That is 92 with 9 degrees of failure.
They grab you up in this group bear hug. This half-naked woman, and she screams in your face, yes, more! And she begins carrying you back out of the corridor. Can you roll me a willpower check
Willpower, no problem at all.
with a plus 10 bonus?
You got it, buddy. It's 2 degrees of success. Oh,
As she
thank you,
carries you, this great bear hug, spit, and just her breath begins to overwash you, but it's cleared away by your gas mask as you see bits of spit and stuff flick off the lenses. It's Remus's turn.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I go after him. And
I would like you to make a charge attack for this, if you wish.
charge.
Yep.
I do.
So that you can't aim, but you get the charge bonus instead, and the plus 20 on top.
Da 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 da. No, charge. And a plus 20 on the mod.
Plus 20 in the mod. Yes, these guys are very easy to hit.
They're
It's like
helpless.
they want to be hurt.
Do you know,
Ooh, that is a
Do you want-
99.
do you know,
Oh.
I will fake that. Just so that I don't kill the fucking... I don't grant him his wish.
Go for it.
So, one more time with feeling. No aim. Charge. 20. Oh, what a shame.
Oof. You just miss. Your chain blade skirted along the wall, just inches too slow as this person, still running away from you, leaves the edge of your saw blade, laughing as they go. A slight laceration along the back as they shiver in ecstasy.
Someone get this harlot off of...
That just to clarify,
Welcome.
they're dragging me away. Yes.
Yeah,
They're
no, yeah.
carrying
Oh
you away.
God.
Oh, there's a naked woman, like, pulling you away, going, yes, yes.
Uh-huh.
And I try not to hit you and hit her. And then...
Burkham, what do you wish to do in this scenario?
Burkham.
Oh me.
It's your
Yeah,
turn, my
man.
friend.
I'll try again.
Go
this
for it.
time to hit the person who's carrying our beautiful boy away.
There's the beautiful Krieger.
Let's
This is
see.
the final enemy.
And again, is it no aim or is it half aim or
You can half aim this.
nice?
You're not doing anything else, so you can half aim, fire.
Point blank,
Short range this time.
short range.
Yeah, begin traveling away from you back towards the bridge, down this large sluice gate almost.
Righty-ho, into melee as well.
This is true, but you still get your plus 20.
Lovely. So that means +0.
I believe so.
Right? Boom
Go for
shakalaka.
it.
Yeah!
Ooh.
Nice.
Roll
Oh
damage
no,
for
you.
them.
Oh no, you fucking don't!
12. How do you end this cultist? Oh, did I say that?
I assume her back's to me, right?
They are running down the corridor back the way you came, towards the catwalks.
In which case, I line up with a shot, go, oh no, you fucking don't. Take a shot, and I aim
Uh-huh.
for the exposed shoulder,
Mhm.
basically blowing it off its side, and also taking out most of her left lung.
Oh,
Yes. She
And-
screams in joy.
Yeah,
Continue
I
to
can
shoot.
I can imagine she also starts like grabbing chunks of the flesh as well and just start
Ooh.
pulling parts out.
Yeah, inflicting
Like the-
more pain.
It isn't the pain or the damage that's caused her to drop our favorite Krieger. It's the fact that she's too busy, fingering the massive gore hole in the side of her torso.
Yeah. She
Well,
does
Krieger
this
won.
Krieger as you fall to the ground in front of her, drop tastefully as her arm is blowing off, watching her just enjoy herself until she collapses, blood draining from her body, grey and lifeless. And that is combat over. What would you guys like to do?
Just gonna walk over.
I would like to pick myself up.
Pick yourself up. Bits of blood flake the front of your armor, but you seem none the worse for.
I walk up to the body.
Mm-hmm.
I rifle through a bit. Nothing worth saving.
I would like to look around to see if there's any
Any more
bottles.
bottles? Oh yes, roll me a perception check or an investigate. Be awareness. Yes, awareness perception.
Mod?
Mod plus 40.
God
God,
damn it.
Nice.
that's not good.
2 degrees. Yeah, there's you notice a number of bottles sort of strewn about the place that have fallen from various bags and pockets that these guys had. A number of them are smashed and broken, their contents leaking over the bottom of this like sewer grate. But you notice a few sort of smaller bottles have rolled off to the side and didn't smash when they fell. They sort of lie there. There's 2 or 3 of them. What would you like to do?
I'm staring intently at the bottle and staring at Renali.
Everybody can see this. This is a very Remus is very clearly like eyeing the bottles on the floor.
Go on, drink it.
We do not.
Here, big.
I said don't.
Why not? You not drink it? You big tough punny-eared prick.
Touching today, aren't we?
We do not have time for this.
I don't wish to have my soul consumed by she who thirsts.
I'm sorry. The what?
That
I mean, she's better. She's no longer thirsty.
I wiped the blood from my glaives on like the clothes of one of these revelers
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and like reattached it into one singular weapon. Place it on my back. How many bottles are lying around?
Like 2 or 3.
Okay, can I just go pick them up?
Mm-hmm. Unless Remus stops you or intervenes in some way.
No, I want to see if he drinks.
Fair enough. Yeah, you pick them up very handily, no issues.
Alright.
Whilst he's doing this, I'm putting my hand behind my back, looking into the back of my host.
Radio. Mm-hmm.
Where actually are we right now, by the way? Sorry. You say we're in a corridor?
You're like in a long underground sewer / maintenance corridor. You probably think it's some sort of runoff from the excess sewage pipes from above, but it's not been used in some time. So,
Okay. Is there like a large grate I could just toss these bottles down?
oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I do
100%.
that.
Just fucking. They make this. Do you know when you throw a bottle into the bottle bank?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
They make that sound just like
Oh,
clatter down the
The
grate.
worst sound ever. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, the best.
couldn't hold his liquor.
hmm
As he drops it down the grate.
And then I look over at Remus.
I just pull out my water hot flask and
Nice. Method acting. Putting a meth in method acting.
That liquor's fine.
It's still good. But I want to know where that came from.
Yeah, what's the Slanish one called? Amasex?
It is not.
I'm a psych. Oh god. That's pretty good.
It is. He almost killed Al Krieger for it.
Whenever I like pick that up, from like both the look and like the smell of this liquid, do I recognize it at all?
No.
No?
No, not particularly.
That's okay.
It's like some sort of monkey beverage.
Oh, that's fine then.
We must continue moving.
Yeah. I mean,
Where's
these
this
guys'
manhole?
these guys' livers are useless anyway.
Da.
I would like to begin moving towards the fighting.
Would you like to continue down this large, like, tunnel? Or back towards the bridge, towards the catwalk?
Mm,
Where is this grocer shop?
so when Krieger did the warp perception-y thing, felt the thing like above. Are we at that above point yet, or do we still have higher to go?
You've not yet gone up, but you think you're just about under it.
Hmm.
You can sort of feel vibrations through the floors.
Ah,
Feet stamp above you.
okay.
You think if you head up,
Oh,
maybe
right.
one or two levels, you might be on the surface.
Okay, so like, if we like come up to the bottom, like look up a fucking shaft with like a ladder to a manhole, we can like hear footsteps over it.
Oh, you can see shadows moving and like swirling, like lights flashing. Yeah,
Okay, in that
definitely.
case, head along the corridor
Mhm.
until there's like less of that, until we seem to have passed the brunt of it.
Yeah, after a couple more grates, eventually it does, and it seems like the air is cooler and the darkness unmolested, shall we say?
Okay, when we get to that kind of point, I would like to just start climbing up a ladder.
Yeah, you climb up one of the exit grates. I assume everybody follows.
Yes.
And then just do like in the movies, kind of like peek the manhole up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You'll also gain an extra fate point from that last encounter. You'll do very well
Oh,
there.
cool.
I enjoyed that a lot. So you'll get a fate point.
Yay! I get
Very
one
well
back.
played, everybody.
Do you mean a maximum fate point?
Just one for this session.
Oh, okay.
You may retain it at the end of the session. You may not.
Where do fate points go?
Depends how it goes.
No,
It is
just to clarify,
near your movement.
are
there
we,
you
At the top.
are we
Okay.
increasing the threshold, or are we just increasing the current number?
Increase your current by 1 for now.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You
Depending on increase your
may
threshold.
increase
you
your
need to pick a
threshold by 1
talent.
at the end of the session.
We'll
I've
see.
yet to decide that.
Okay.
That is completely understandable.
Is there not a talent you can actually spend experience to increase your threshold?
Yes, I,
I think you
believe
can.
so.
Yes,
Hmm.
I think humans have different thresholds to Eldar and Psychers and stuff. Everybody's got a different threshold. Renali, as you push this crate up and look out, the air is calm and quiet. You see lights playing along the wall to your left, a large countertop to your right, filled with some sort of monkey devices, food or sustenance of some sort. It appears you're in some sort of little shop.
Okay.
That has not been busted into or broken into yet.
Chill. Yeah, if I don't see anybody, I'll just fucking yeet the fucking manhole cover up and just hop up.
Yeah, you pop up. You stand to your full height, or what do you do?
I mean, if I don't see anyone, I just stand on my full height, yeah, taking my surroundings.
You've definitely seen shadows. Sorry, maybe I did describe it well.
Oh,
Shadows
sorry,
you see-
shadows as in people moving.
Like people moving in the light outside that's shining through the shop windows.
Right. Okay, sorry. If people are that close, then like I'll be slightly more stealthy.
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah,
will.
you like pop up and like peek over the countertop, and you see a large crowd of people outside reveling in the same way the ones underground did, drinking and partying and kissing each other and just flesh intermingling.
It's a giant orgy, isn't it?
Basically, yes.
Nice.
You see, this entire square is filled with a heaving mass of bodies, all moving together, flowing in a river almost towards the bridge. Even though it looks like individually people are moving this way and every way, they're all moving as one almost.
I see.
Okay.
As the rest of you guys follow Renali up this ladder, you all witness this as well.
Can I make a lore check?
Go ahead. What would you like to know?
The underworld and seeing this mass crowd,
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking this isn't just a gang, is it?
Yes, make me a lore check with plus 40.
Oh, he really wants you to know this.
From this isn't, you've not seen any gang ever act like this. Not with this many people, not this outwardly. You've seen gangs take over hab blocks. You've seen gangs take over districts. But they're usually enforcers, gun hands, runabouts. Not the general populace. Not in this way. It's almost like it's some sort of Emperor Forbidden revolt, rebellion? Some sort of mass uprising? Nothing you want to be involved in, that's for certain. This isn't the gang warfare you were told.
Gas mask gang, you might be right.
Huh?
Well, they ain't exactly, running out to war. Well, you and your buddies fuck each other on the way at the front line.
Probably don't even know what that is.
Chaos or conspirators. The result is the same. Our mission persists.
Can everybody roll me an awareness test?
Yes.
The party or
Just
Krieger?
everybody.
Right.
Everybody. Your ears have attuned to the noise of the city street for the few minutes you've spent up here.
Is there any modifier, by the way, or?
No mod.
Okay.
Burkham. Ooh, Burkham. Burkham, you pick it up. From your years of being in the markets and running your butcher's shop, you know the call of a town
That's what they
crier
call
when
it.
you hear one. And above the din of the noise, you hear it like a klaxon. This large, boisterous voice shouting out, "Join us! Join the party! Join us! Worship with us! Join! Yes, drink more! Eat! Be merry!" Calling out over the crowd.
Oh, no,
Various
just...
Vox units based in the streets. The rest of you can't hear it over the general din of music and chatter and shouting from outside.
I know Vox agitators when I hear them. You just barkers use it, but this is, well, it was usually a reason to put up the old grates on the shop.
Burkham, as you sort of look out of the shop windows, you see a man standing on a raised platform, maybe 30 or 40 meters off to the right-hand side of the shop. Not further into the plaza, but like almost in the street leading into that. As people whoosh in from that direction as well.
I think we found our Montebank. A Gelf, anyone who can take his head off his shoulders.
What makes you think it's him?
What you... Wait. Who cares?
If I look over at the guy he's indicating, does he have a tattoo on his face?
He does. He has a large circular tattoo in his face with a number of points leading out of it.
Yeah,
Interesting.
More than 7, less than 9.
Exactly. Rinaldi, you know the symbol is the Mark of Chaos. The rest of you, maybe Krieger's seen it before. You two have also seen it before, but you probably wouldn't associate it with the Mark of Chaos.
A few gangs used to run that kind of thing. Some of them would come into a few few services. They always paid good money.
That suits the description you were told by the arbitrators.
Target
It's a lot.
acquired. Does the massive like crowd of people in relation to him be like all around him, or kind of moving away from him and whoever's with him, or what? Or
I'll actually just draw it on this because there's a bit of space. So if we go freehand, it's like that. So imagine the square is like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the center of the square. The bridge runs off this way.
uh-huh.
Your guys' shop is like here.
Uh-huh.
And there's 3 entrance roads. That way, and that way.
Ah, I
He is
see.
standing about here.
Right, okay.
You can see him because the shop is a long glass window along this way.
Right.
So the counter, imagine like a curved counter. The shop is like
Right.
this.
And all the people are heading towards the bridge.
Everybody is moving this way through the center throng towards the bridge. In the center, there's a great statue of the Emperor. Which doesn't
is-
yet appear to be desecrated.
My God. All right.
Does the crime lord seem to be fully clothed, or is he, oiled up?
He
from work?
is stripped to the waist.
Mm-hmm.
Large, what you thought were tattoos from the distance, but as you look closer, seem to be cuts and gouges mar his flesh in circular, swirling patterns, like they've been scraped in. Still, some of them still bleeding freely down his back. He's wearing a long pair of fucking boot shorts and looks like no shoes. He's shaved skinhead to about halfway up his skull, and the rest of it is tied back, and a long ponytail drapes down his back.
Me in 2
And he
years.
is gesticulating wildly to the crowd,
They should bite the bullets.
egging them
Slanesh's
onwards.
grip is strong in this world.
Yeah, it's like
Who's-
Nathan. Pull
Fuck you.
back.
How
No,
do
sorry, I was making out who it is, Slanesh.
how do we get there without being stopped?
You actually want to go out there?
It
I
is
mean,
our mission.
I can go dance with my hip flask and dance through the crowd and hit this guy, but as soon as I kill him, he's all happen down the stairs.
So
They'll all
imagine the
want to
shop.
die.
The shop is like
Then
that.
we shall give
That
them
is
their wish.
A bleak glass window with a counter behind it.
My friend, I don't think you have enough bullets to kill everybody out here.
I have enough bullets to. I checked my fucking last clip. I have enough bullets to kill 59 of them.
Can you kill one quickly, and then we can run?
There is no running from this.
Nonsense. It's what
Are
you call
there-
a tactical retreat. Yeah.
Are there people coming like up the road that he's on?
They
As
seem
well?
to, yes, he seems to be standing in the middle of the road as people shuffle around him. They don't get close enough to actually ever touch him. They seem to like diverge like a river running around a large boulder.
Okay.
If you look closely, you see that there's a number of people almost standing guard around him.
Mm.
They look like local gangers and thugs, all sporting like various rustic weaponry. So if anybody gets too close, gets shoved off or punched in the face. They all seem to enjoy it.
I reach into my satchel at my side, and I take out my 2 frag grenades.
You will stir up a hornet's nest if you do that.
But our mission will be completed.
True. And in the confusion, hey, it might be in our benefit.
We do
You
not
can
be
spot-
wiser.
You can spot a shot from, wherever it is, especially when it's red and glowy, but a bomb?
Why not blow up
Yeah.
try and blow up the bridge? Collapse him and the advancing attack.
That is not our objective.
Do you have anything big enough
Probably
for
a pretty big bridge.
Yeah,
Sorry, let me get you a picture of the bridge.
yeah. If it's a 40k bridge, it's buildings.
I don't think 2 frag grenades are gonna do it.
We're
No.
talking like it's like a dual carriageway. It's a big bridge.
If you've got a good throw down there, Krieger, I think that yeah, a grenade might work. If not, well, toodle fucking pip.
How far away are
From
they?
the shop window to him, you would judge it at about 10 meters.
Oh,
The crowd only ever gets within 3 meters of him, as his guards seem to push people away beyond that. So there's actually quite the bottleneck here as people sort of like slowly move past. People are backed up all the way back.
interesting. Is the window actually still intact?
It is, yes, it is not been smashed. It seems like a lot of the windows around here haven't been broken. There doesn't seem to be a lot of looting.
There's no pleasure in that.
And they're getting the pleasure another way.
We would need to find a way to break the window without attracting attention.
I mean, you could go out there pretend you're drunk.
I just look at him with my fucking gas mask on.
Just
Oh, no one will see your face. So it's all about body language.
I'm standing there like a stiff board.
Man,
I just need to have
what you
access
guys
to them.
like to do.
All I need is access. Xenos.
What's the like distance from this shop? Does it the window that runs the hallway kind of like around? Is there like
Mhm.
a door at each end, or only a door at one end, or what?
There's like a large wooden door in the middle.
In the middle. Okay.
Not
And then
wooden,
like what?
but metal.
What is
God.
what is the distance from that door to the guy?
I would say roughly 30 meters if you had to go around.
30 meters. Interesting.
Whereas if you went through the window directly to him, probably about 10.
Oh, 10. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
He's just like on the edge of the window.
I would be able to manipulate the grenade right next to him.
You mean throw?
No.
I'm starting to believe I know why he doesn't make more Kriegers here. He's a weird.
I just realized Sean is still here.
He is, yeah. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's
What
fine.
a bastard.
Even he might.
Um, Oh, okay.
hmm
I may be able to do something.
I also have something I can do, and it's called telekinetic control.
Berkham.
I mean, I feel we can all do something, but it's more the surviving the.
See, what I'm thinking though is my thing will cause literally draw 0 attention.
Now that's a plan I could get behind. I again pull my Amasec hit flask out and nip.
What kind of shop is this again, Paul?
You can't tell. It seems to have been emptied, and you've not really looked over the counter as you're currently hiding behind it, peeking above it.
Okay.
Judging from inside, it seems like some sort of a butcher shop, like a supply store. Like you'd see anywhere they'd store food. Actually, you see plenty of places where they would store food for you in here, being as they would be rations.
Yes.
Berkham, as these
Yeah.
three plot, roll me another awareness, please, with a +1. I assume you've been watching the crowd at this time.
So awareness plus what?
+20.
Plus 20. Lovely.
Thank you.
Da-da-ba-ba-ba-da. Nothing spooky here, boss.
You notice that not everybody is moving across the bridge. But to where they're vanishing to, you can't quite tell over the crowd. They could just be getting crushed.
Could be our forces are pushing them back.
The wonders of revelry, eh?
Maybe.
Seen better parties.
Perhaps. What would you guys like to do?
A grenade would be able to destroy him.
You would. Do it.
Okay. But we would need to find a way to break the window without attracting attention. Is my point.
Or you just throw the
You can always
grenade hard
open
enough.
it. Pretty sure you can open windows, right?
Are these windows openable?
Roll a stealth check.
Son of a bitch.
Want some help?
You
I'm
can,
okay
one
with
of you
that.
can assist. Whoever wishes to roll can roll.
Is there anyone proficient in stealth?
Nope.
Stealth is known to me.
Stealth
Yeah.
is known to
Nope.
you. Wonderful. Would you like to do the stealth then?
I would. If anyone else is
Somebody
known
can
on that,
assist you if they also have it trained.
I appreciate it.
I can assist. How do you assist in this method again?
I believe he just gains an extra +10.
Yeah, fair enough.
So plus 10 in general.
+10.
Modified plus 10. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh no.
He rolled a 70. Burkham. As you're watching the crowd, you see a really crowd member sort of swaying, and one looks in, and you swear he looks right at you guys. And you pull your comrades down, not the Eldar, behind this cabinet, and you watch. You see he sort of spins, gets knocked off balance, and spins away again into the crowd. Doesn't seem to have spotted you somehow.
All you see is from the window a little, just a balding scalp just going across a shark fin, right?
What is your... I turn and I look at the Xenos. What is your plan?
I tap the stone that's on my chest. Little cracked gem.
Mm-hmm.
And say boil his blood.
You can do that?
I just point at the stone again, say this can do that.
Then do it.
Could you
Alright.
roll me a willpower test, everybody who is not the Eldar?
Oh God.
Is this a psychic one? I forgot to ask. No?
It's not a psychic one.
So 0 again, modifier.
+10.
Nice.
It's easier as he is not hostile to you.
Oh no.
Do
Doesn't mean shit to me.
Rubus,
you know what? Onomas. Yeah, fate
Burkham.
points. May as well use them.
Same here. Fuck it. I'm not
fair, go
doing
for it,
any
lads.
Warpy shit.
You still have the +10. Oh yes.
Yay.
Oh yes. You all succeed. Sort of a bit shocked, but like, he is a Xeno. But okay. He's gonna boil the heretic's blood. Go for it. You steel yourselves in the faith of the Emperor that even this vow of Xeno sorcery could be overcome. And you're all fine. Go ahead.
Okay.
Gas mask. Give us a litany.
Okay, so in that case, I would like to just go to a point where I'm 10 meters away. So basically the furthest corner of the shop, I guess, at the window.
Right up against the window, yeah.
Yep. And I'm then going to activate this bloodstone.
And as he does that, I would like to mutter to my other human.
Roll me a stealth.
Sure.
I would like to
As you
mutter
walk
to.
up to the window.
I'm not actually trying to be stealthy, so like
Oh, you're definitely spotted.
that's fine. I don't really care.
Go on, continue on then.
Yeah, so I activate it. Yeah, unleashes a single pulse of baleful energy that will boil their blood.
Jesus Christ!
What is
Oh,
the
it also does a spray, like an arc.
Oh God!
So, like, everyone in a 10-meter arc directly in front of me in this window gets hit by this.
What is? I assume it's some sort of dodge check or something.
I'm not sure. It just says, tells me the damage, the penetration, the.
The vampire clan it's from.
It doesn't say what they do to avoid it. Is it under the spray, maybe the spray thing? Oh, no roll to hit. All creatures in the path must make a challenging +0 agility test or be struck.
Oh god.
Agility tests. Rough, righto. I'll make one for the crowd.
Since they're surprised though.
They fail. I'll make one for the guards. They fail. I'll make one for him. That's cocked. He fails.
Excellent.
So, roll your damage.
So I believe it's just a D10 plus 3.
D10 plus 3.
You
Yeah.
were Tremere.
Revealed to thaumaturgy.
Boom! 8.
8. Okay.
And it has, I think it has penetration as well. It has 7 penetration.
Okay, so they're
Jesus Christ!
down to
Do
that.
you guys know what this is, by the way?
No.
How many uses
I
That's
assume
a
it's
good
something.
one to know.
It's
a
the
torture-
cracked soul stone of a Craftworld Exarch.
Jesus Christ!
I killed him and cracked his soul stone, and his
Jesus
soul is trapped in it
fucking
forever
Christ.
in like eternal torment.
That's
it's
so
amazing.
fucking metal.
I think I'm gonna like you a lot.
So imagine this like
Okay.
energy just pulsates out, and there's like a scream.
Was that hit? Fuck.
Yeah,
Some
you
of,
damage.
Okay,
7
I imagine
penetration.
all the screaming
They're
faces
just
was, right?
dead, so that's fine. And he is 7 pounds. Okay, yeah, he's down to that. How does this look as you just eviscerate this crowd in front of you? And
So, like-
most of his bodyguards.
This like reddish energy just like bursts out of the stone in this like arc shape, and you just watch as these like tendrils just like shoot through people, like almost as if they're not there, and just as it like touches them, you just watch like their faces go like their skin goes bright red as like, and then blood just pours from their eyes and nose and the ears, as like, and there's like just steam, as their blood literally just reaches boiling point in like 0 seconds.
They begin screaming in ecstasy before they are suddenly silenced and fall to the ground as husks. Can everybody roll me initiative, please? Let me clear the order.
Excellent.
Wonderful.
I'll do that.
That was nice. I like that.
Remove all users.
Can I say?
This
Can I?
is it.
It's like I have this and I have my clave. That is me for this entire campaign.
Can I?
I will not take any more items because these two things are fucking great.
Uh-huh.
2.
Can I? Can I say the quote I was trying to say as you were performing this action?
Oh,
Sorry,
of course.
yeah.
Go ahead.
The Xenos cares not for our morals or our virtues or our hopes or our dreams. It only cares for destruction. And then the fucking
Yeah.
psychic scream. Okay, thank you very much for that.
Good shit.
God damn it! Son of a bitch! Okay. Since that's happening, I'll be back in 1 second. God damn, I need to press like a fucking fire hydrant.
Okay.
Just to clarify.
Uh-huh.
There we go.
Right.
Yes. Literally that. Oh, that's
So,
perfect. I can't believe I didn't think of that.
Don't worry about it. we all saw it in much worse detail.
But would I need a willpower test for that?
For who? For my compatriots?
Yeah.
For what they see happen to these people?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I've seen worse.
I'm immune to it because like,
I feel like it's probably fine. I made you roll one quite soon there. It's okay.
yeah.
I mean, I can't.
I think the fact that
do
they're
something.
not facing the bloodstone activating means it's fine.
That makes sense. It is. Fuck it, it's gone. I'll continue without him. It is this man's turn. This orator turns to you, blood pouring from his eyes and mouth. You see him chuckling and smiling almost like he enjoyed the torment you unleashed upon him. And he points, goes, "My followers, show them the majesty of Slanesh."
Called it.
And he rolls an inspire. And he feels. And nothing happens. But
Too
it
busy.
is-
Everybody's too busy
wanking.
fucking. Yeah.
But it is the drag's turn. There's only two of them left from the other side of his standing, sort of like speaking position.
Fucking come at me.
They will charge over it, over the
Sure
dead
they
bodies
will.
of the crowd, screaming and brandishing long knives and cleavers as they come at you. And they both hit. They do a. Oh, that is that. They do 6 damage.
Okay. How does that work with like armor and stuff?
Each mitigated by your armor and your toughness, by your total soak. As
My total
their,
soak.
as their knives slam into your carapace.
So. Oh, so they have to get more than my soak to actually do damage and wounds.
Yes, so they have
Right.
to be 10.
Okay.
So they don't.
So that yeah, it just
There's-
bounces off my armor.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that negates armor, like armor piercing.
Ah,
These
yeah,
guys
yeah.
have knives and cleavers. They,
I see.
They don't do shit against you.
Okay.
It just clangs into your armor. I assume you
I
just
just-
let them hit you.
I just stand there and take it. I know
Yeah.
they can't penetrate me.
Rebus, you've just witnessed all of this happen. What would you like to do?
How far away is the motherfucker again from us
You,
or from
about
me?
12 meters.
Not at the window. 12 meters.
About 12 meters.
I am going to quick draw
Mhm.
and shit fucker with my auto pistol.
Ooh, go for it. Roll the hit.
Uh,
Be it close range and plus 10 bonus.
half aim's a half
Half
action.
Yeah, you can half aim and then shoot.
There you go. Short range. Da, 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 da. Tip, 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 tip. Standard. And what did you say was the do?
Plus 10. He's standing out in the open, wanting to be fucking shot. Ooh,
Do you know, for shits and giggles, let's just fade that.
go for it.
Oh, it.
Because with all those mods, come on to fuck.
Huzzah.
Oh, yes.
That's more like it.
7 degrees.
Roll your damage,
Beautiful.
Haggy.
And then it goes.
You jinxed yourself there.
Oh. Yeah, you shoot this guy, and you see it impact his chest. He eats the bullet, but it doesn't seem to affect him. He laughs and like fingers the wound as it does, shuddering in pleasure.
Hmm.
He effectively took no damage from that.
Impacts the chest, it hits him in the head.
So pick his brains.
Fluff.
Does he eat the bullet and spit it back out?
Yeah, it's like impacts his cheek and goes into his mouth, and he like fingers through his cheek and like pushes it out with his finger.
God.
Oh, what a deliciously tight hole.
Krieger, it's your turn.
On that
Ken.
note,
So this is a
Thank you, Slanesh.
this is a beefier boy that we're looking at the moment. Yes.
It's the beefier boy. This is
This is a kingpin.
uh-huh.
Hmm.
the kink pink.
And is there anyone actually around him at the moment?
There are 2 dregs trying to knife the fucking Drakari,
Who is
and you
next?
see a couple of who's next to the window,
Okay.
and you see a couple of ratings behind him coming over the barricade on the other side. They've not yet had a chance to act.
Essentially, what I'm trying to ask is there anyone within grenade range of him? And if I throw a grenade at him,
Grenades are what, blast 4?
blast 3.
Yeah.
No, there's still a mob.
Yeah. Oh, there's plenty of people to hit with a grenade, yeah.
So
You
would I
sycophant.
be able to hit him and not injure any of my comrades? Is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's still like 12 meters away from you. He's 10 meters away from the Eldar.
He's still on the bridge, inspiring people, going,
Okay, I would like to throw my grenade at him, please. My frag grenade.
Sorry, the bridge is on the other side of the courtyard, Haggy. He is on a road leading into it.
oh yeah.
I would like to
Roll the hit.
roll the hit. Wonderful.
He's like a kinky Bane.
Yeah, boy.
So that is going
He's
to
now
be
tonguing
a
the hole in his cheek.
ballistic skill test.
Yep. Roll it.
Including any modifiers such as range. He has standard range, yes, which is a +10 to hit.
He's close range.
Oh, is it close range, which is a +20, I believe. Mm-hmm. Oh,
Oh yes.
oh, wonderful.
Roll damage.
Oh, strength bonus ×3. My strength bonus is 2. 2 times 2. 2 times 3 is 6. He's not far. He's too close or too far away. Can I use my psychic powers to be able to manipulate it to him?
Do you have something that's a half action that could do that?
Yes, I have a psychic power called telekinetic control, moving an object weighing up to 2 times my power rate kilos, a number of meters equal to 2 times my power rating.
Your power rating is 2.
Yes, but I imagine, yeah. So that would be another 4 meters.
Roll your side Nazis then
Wonderful.
to manifest that with a -30.
-30. Okay.
I love how this Krieger guy just goes, eh.
Yeah.
Eh.
And then it goes boom, halfway through.
Pulling an Anders, I see. Okay.
Okay. Since it's since I have my psi focus on me, that gives me a +10, which means this is just a +20, yeah, or -20, yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Ooh.
The God Emperor is with me today, gentlemen.
Yes.
I think we should go back to
push
life.
this grenade towards him, landing directly at his feet. Roll your damage.
Alrighty. That is going to give me a damage of 2d10x. I don't know what X means. I assume it means explosion.
It does, yes. It's just 2d10.
Got that one.
It's been nice to be rolled that.
Yeah, give me a second. God fucking Jesus
Ah,
Christ!
ooh.
Kill me!
Okay, so he takes no damage.
Kill me!
Understood.
15 damage.
Now
Right.
good.
Righteous Fury.
Righteous Fury, indeed.
It's a different game.
It's not Wrath of Glory, but so we get fucked. You don't do shit, man. But 15 is more than enough. This grenade crumps underneath this guy as he is launched into the air where the explosion floors. His legs flying off towards you, his torso going the other way as he is torn in half by this grenade. His final cries a gut-gurgling scream of sheer pleasure. The Ratians standing behind him, attempting to draw their weapons on you, are just covered in shrapnel and blown back into the ongoing crowd, which is peppered itself as people fall and scream in pleasure. And they all die.
All of them?
The Ratians and him all. Yes, you did 15 damage.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that noise.
They only have 2
nice.
armor and 8 wounds.
Oh, fair enough.
Everyone just gets a stick and a rock
Oh,
and
there
they
is
share the
that.
rock.
He dies and leaves 2 of the dregs. But it is still your guys' turn. Renali, what do you wish to do?
Yes. Is parry something I do as a reaction to be an
Yes.
attack? Or
Yeah, uh-huh.
okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
That's
it's like
the
dodge.
balance trait on your weapon.
Mhm.
Gives you a +10 to parry.
It's like dodge. You can
Okay.
parry a number of blows up to 2 degrees of success.
Okay. So is it like D&D though? Like basically, if you say, "Oh, you get attacked by this guy," do I then say I parry that? Or I
It's a
attempt to
reaction,
parry?
yeah. It's a
Right,
reaction.
right. Okay. That's fine.
You get 1 a turn.
Okay. And is it a half action to draw your weapon? Did you say earlier or something? Yeah. Okay.
Unless you have quick draw.
I do not. That's fine. So yeah, I'll draw my Cleave, which is currently in its unified state.
Mhm.
And I'll just attack one of the guys in front of me.
Go for it.
So I think I fixed this now. It shouldn't like take up so much room. Half aim?
No aim, because
No
you
aim?
drew your weapon.
Okay. And then standard.
Mhm.
And then any mod.
Plus 10.
B.
Or you... Is there no like close range or anything like that? Because you're point blank.
Melee.
Yeah.
Point blank anyway.
I would like to just fate point that.
Go for it.
So
You carry half fate.
Yes,
Say.
If absolved.
that's better.
Roll your damage.
Damage 22.
You just fucking chop this guy in two in a single blow,
Excellent.
and he falls to the ground.
Oh, that was max
Die.
damage actually, so it was.
Damn.
Fucking hell.
All the
Oh no,
Racers
sorry,
are-
no. Oh wait, yeah, no, wait, it was.
All the Racers
was?
are dead. Mr. Mr. Burkham, your turn. There's one guy left attempting to stab your Jakari.
I'm just gonna rope.
I clearly look fine though.
Oh well, no.
It's like
sense giving
it's
everyone
like
fun.
fucking they're like fucking going like stabbing at me. It's like clink 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 clink. I just fucking chop one in half almost lazily.
I'm gonna rip up the chainsaw and make my way over there and give me all vertical slice from arsehole to breakfast time.
Go for it. Roll to hit.
Right. It's no aim, of course, because it's melee, right?
Movement and then melee. Yeah, so no aim.
Attack type. It's supposed to be a charge, wouldn't it? Would it be a charge?
Yeah, you
I'll
can
be
charge
moving
this.
first.
Yeah, sure. You can move more than 3 meters directly towards him. So yeah, fucking charge.
Nice. Modifier.
Plus 10.
Lovely.
Ooh,
Nice.
Yes, roll your damage. As it's a chain weapon, you roll it twice. Take the highest. 12 damage. So how do you gut this fellow from nape to nape?
Basically with a word of, oh, save some for me. Go up there and basically bringing it from downwards. Like, you've seen like the old samurai and whatnot. Bringing up the katana from, from a low down position all the way up. You've played For Honor. Well, imagine that, but a lot more sloppy, going from groin to sternum with a chainsaw.
God.
So you'll watch as Burkham unzips this man.
That's unpleasant.
As he screams in agony, roll his hands, pulling out his own guts as he dies and collapses in front of you.
I like the idea of when I take out the chainsaw by pulling it back, you just see all of his organs and parts, like the ribs have been broken off, just falling down, bloody Mortal Kombat, as it were.
Krieger, can you roll me a willpower test?
Willpower.
With a
Jesus
plus
Christ. How
10.
horrifying.
bonus due to your last Psychana roll.
Oh,
67.
It's a 2
That's
degrees of
cocked.
failure.
You feel almost like the stuffiness that had infected your head of this miasma, this perfume that had been blocking your psychic focus, gets sucked out of you, almost like a pop.
Huh.
And as it does, your brain is rocked and you're jarred, almost like the air is suddenly cleared. Like a large bubble has pop, and all the pressure is gone out of your head. And you take 2 wounds as your ears begin bleeding inside your helmet.
Would I know what could have possibly done that?
You would suspect the death of the orator has caused it.
I see.
The perfume that you all smelled before is still there, but for you, Krieger, it's less cloying. You don't have that same aftertaste of it, of chaos.
The rest will notice in time.
And almost like a bubble popping, like a dream fading. You notice these people suddenly like look at each other. Some of them still partying out of their minds on drugs or alcohol, but the madness that was once in their eyes is left. And then they begin screaming.
4 a.m.
Is-
in the club when the lights turn on.
Anybody
Yeah.
watched the Rick and
Cautious
Morty
sticking.
episode when like they go to the end of the world parties in like 4 different worlds?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
and, he
yeah,
and he
yeah.
saves the world.
And then it's like the cousins are like, we're gonna talk about what happened. They're like, no, no. The world was ending.
Oh god.
You watch as some of them begin to flee, and others just give up, collapsing to their knees, sobbing. What would you guys like to do?
Our mission has been accomplished.
Yes, how do we tell the commando done? Where's the rally point? Where's the communication man?
We have fulfilled our objective.
You seem to misunderstand. Right, Pointy here. Do you know where we should be going to meet up with Commander to tell him that we've succeeded in the goal?
Correct me if I'm wrong, Paul, but at the very start, during the kind of briefing, didn't somebody say they would meet us on the bridge?
They would meet you in the square on the other side of the bridge, exactly.
Yes. Yeah, I just say we're meeting them here.
All right.
Gesture towards the square.
Well, I guess we hunker down until we see if there are any faces.
Done. This is good.
As you guys hunker down and sort of like take up positions around the shop to make sure nobody gets too many ideas in case they've all suddenly gone crazy. The sounds of the bridge have died down somewhat. Sounds of cheering and yelping and cheering. And shouts of joy have sort of quieted, and it's silent. There's no sound of trains, no sound of ground cars, machinery, noises have seemed to have died down. And all you hear is the sound of gunfire slowly approaching from the bridge. As two squads of arbitrators walk between the people in the crowd, just boop, 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 executing them one by one as they make their way towards you. You see no sign of any of the conscripts that were conscripted alongside you fought on the bridge.
Oh wow! Well, if the arbiters are looking for to execute people and are getting rid of all the other chaos, I suppose we could help them out. Upon seeing this,
Best looking
bang,
indispensable.
bang, 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 walking through.
Krieger, roll me a willpower.
Any mod?
No mod.
Ah!
Krieger, as you walk through this crowd, emptying your pistol into people, executing them on the spot, you feel a sense of power, a sense of righteousness, a sense of control. You quickly tamp it down. Such feelings are not for you. You do not deserve to feel such. But in your moment of weakness, you've taken advantage of the Emperor's grace, and you gain 2 corruption.
And yet I am still happy with my decision.
But you do continue to execute those around you until your weapon eventually has run dry.
Hey Krieger, it looks like you joined the wrong company.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want a drink now?
Yeah, you buying?
You can join him if you like, and I just fill a fucking guy's head with las rifle, with las pistol ammo.
You threatening me again?
It is no threat, my friend. We will have a drink when this is over.
Fair enough. Such a shame that everybody else seemed to have died, in battle.
I look at him for a second and don't say anything.
Roll awareness. Mr. Remus. Or a knowledge underground, I believe it was.
Knowledge underground. Flat mod.
Remus, it was a common underworld lore. Yes, roll me an underworld with a +10.
Remember, I'm no longer a sage.
Yeah, you think that anybody that went in those tunnels, the other squads, 100% they could just fucking ran away through the tunnels and never had to fight.
My plan, the whole point. Damn it.
They're probably in a completely different part of the hive by now. Fucking gone. Never even saw a hint of the battle. Perhaps in the bridge, however, well, whew. Let's just say they took a long fall with a short stop.
Butcher?
Why does everyone keep calling me that? Yeah, sure. What?
Well, it's your profession, is it not?
Yeah, whatever. What do you want there, Remus?
Shall we peruse the wares?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's have a week. And come here, you son of a bitch.
Oh, by the way,
Guys
just a side note. See if he packs it. I would like his eyes.
I get his mask, you get his eyes.
I know some people would probably take the Psyker's eyes.
Gonna have some pretty damn good solvents from that mask.
I imagine I smile a little bit at this conversation.
Jesus Christ. So, do,
Yep.
do we
Just a
eventually-
tiny little like corner smile, you know.
God.
like a father's appreciation.
Yes.
Ah.
I would like to, you know, check the dregs or the kingpin to see if he has anything of wares. I mean,
Kingpin himself
even
has some throwing gelt on him. You see he's got a large stub revolver tucked into his shorts when you find the lower half of his body. His bodyguards have an assortment of knives, some cobbled together body armor, looks like old SWAT vests with like bits of metal plate, or old flak armor bits that have been sewn together. Carrying auto pistols, just on various like very crude style revolvers, knives, machetes.
Any forms
All
of
stuff you could probably sell,
yep.
Yeah.
definitely.
I would like to take the guns at least.
Yep, you find
I'll
Find 4
Oh.
stub revolvers
4. Fuck. Right. Correct.
and 1 auto pistol. And you find 2 knives and 3 basic swords or machetes.
Stub revolvers 2, knives 2.
I assume you pack this all in some sort of duffel bag you have or something.
Jesus Christ.
So I have my cool bag with me.
Oh, definitely. Would you
I'd like
leave home
to,
without it?
Never actually know. How much of Edurus is left? Is it also relatively intact?
Well, it depends what half of him you want. He's
Oh.
currently in several bits around the square. His
Several
legs
bits,
are mostly intact, but filled full of shrapnel. The further up you go, the more intact he gets. He was sort of cut in half at the midriff by the blast of the grenade. So most of the liver, the kidneys, the stomach, mostly all gone. But the lungs, the heart, stuff in and around the throat, tonsils, I think, yeah, could be pretty much intact, yeah.
I'll take his heart and tongue, put that in the
Uh-huh.
box.
Yeah.
And he
Let's
doesn't
look over
get
to-
corruption for this?
That's
Yeah,
my
roll
job.
me a willpower test, please.
Thank you.
Right. 0 modifier.
Grass.
It
Negative
is
10.
my negative 10. It is my profession.
I'm not saying you're not skilled at it.
Weapons are part of my religion.
You don't usually take apart cultists.
This is the way.
Should have started at negative 30 corruption.
Oh no.
Ooh, yeah. As you pick this guy's heart out,
His
It's
heart
sorta-
and his tongue.
and his tongue, his head sort of turns to look at you, the symbol of chaos emblazoned in his forehead. And as the blood and guts runs down your gloves, this cloying, sweet smell invades your nostrils. And in the back of your mind, you hear a voice. You enjoy this, don't you? You love this. Go on, take them. You're their years after all.
They are mine. Finders keepers.
And take one
Losers are fucking dead. One corruption. Boom. One corruption. Let's look over to Renelli, who I imagine has been watching me just apply my handiwork at this thing, this little thing of tools.
Yeah, do you know what? Can you give me a trade butcher skill?
Trade butcher.
Yep. Or
I don't know what that would be.
fire and
I got Medicaid.
yeah, do that then. With a +10.
Medicaid plus 10. Yep.
You're suitably impressed.
Oh, I am. I look impressed.
I just waggle the tongue and go. I know a few people down here who want to have a silver tongue, and I think this is a pretty good one given the rubble around us, don't you think?
You definitely get a chuckle from that. But it sounds really weird.
Yeah.
Like you're kind of
It's
used to
like-
the
it's like-
voice come through the vox, like the robotic kind of noise, but to hear him just like laugh about the vox is like, it's kind of grating.
Oh, that's like fingernails down rust. Not nah. Just point over with a slightly blooded glove and go. Yeah, and just carry on.
Very good.
Oh, these
Yeah.
other dregs don't look very healthy. Heart, tongue, liver's useless here. Lungs, no one buys lungs anymore.
No one buys lungs anymore.
They
Oh,
don't.
Yeah, that's
You're on a hive planet. What's the point?
yeah, true.
Exactly. Hey, what's when you can replace half your torso with a set of bellows? You know, lungs become rather superfluous, don't they?
I suppose they do. Yeah. So you guys go about your business, picking clean the corpses, both of Lute and of their vital organs,
Jesus
Um,
Christ.
as Krieger executes them for you cleanly and efficiently, helping you in your masquerade. Eventually, the two squads of arbitrators have made their way across the bridge and begin clearing the square. As you turn, one of them sort of trots up to you. You reckon this is Arbitrator Delia by the armor and the sergeant stripe on her arm. She sort of like gives you all a look
I nod in greeting.
and sort of like, "Right, over here, you lot. Over here, come on. Stop cutting that man's heart out. You'll not get much for it. Come on.
I'm already finished.
All right.
Wander over to him. Wander over.
Waddle over.
Appears you all survived and unscathed for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
You ordered it.
You sound disappointed.
Well, I thought our common friend here might let you get some experience for yourselves, but he appears to like fighting a bit too much. She should like shoot you a side glance. Renelli. Renella?
It's kind of, I just kind of like,
Renelli.
they did well.
Cool.
Good. Then I shall call upon your services again. Well, I say call upon your services again. You are to report to me. From here on out, you are conscripted under a war ban of His Majesty's Adeptus Arbites. You'll be given station, quartered, and fed. There'll be more missions to come.
It's not.
Any questions? Smart?
Is there any emissary in the
I believe some can be provided in your quarters here. It'll be a
Splendid.
standard military ration. Anything else? Perfect. Very well. I believe we'll keep you billeted in District 15 for now. There's a large apartment over a sump station. You will be stationed there. Talk to the arbitrators on the other side of the bridge. One of the initiates will take you. I'll send for you when I have need, and you to meet me at the General Arbitrator Station on District 15.
I do have one question, and don't take this as the disrespect. It's been a long day.
Go ahead.
What do we call you?
Takes off her helmet. As she shows, you see like shortly cropped brown hair, like a military cut, scar down one eye, and a burn mark on her left cheek. She goes, Arbitrator Delia,
Deli.
or Sergeant. You best head back and get your rest when you can. If you use any supplies, I'm sure the military surplus stores or yourselves. She looks you Burkham. Can sort yourselves out with whatever supplies. Troubling times are ahead. Rest well. And with that she turns and returns to her squad, instructing them to begin cleaning up the last of the dregs of this district. What would you guys like to do?
I would like to quickly call on her and say, "Oh, we do have some to add for the report."
She turns.
Uh,
Go ahead.
As you can see, these people are very heavily indulged in drinking.
Indeed.
It seems to be somewhat of a medium to whatever caused.
I'll keep it in mind. She does not look surprised by this information. Would you like to roll an insight, Hagi?
Yeah. May as well.
For your
Sure.
see if you pick up anything in her demeanor.
Insight? I don't have an insight. Inquiry.
Of course.
Is that inquiry, do you mean?
Yeah, inquiry time. Yeah. Or investigate. Either. Happy enough.
Yeah, but I'm not saying investigate or say I'm just going to go
Fact.
inquiry.
Yeah, it's a good inquiry. Yeah,
Fact,
inquiry.
you Big woof.
Yeah. You take it as she's just, she's a professional arbitrator and she's probably seen something like this before. Yeah, she hardened member of the Arabites. She's definitely been in the Underhive. Probably encountered various ones like this. Yeah. Take it.
Arbitrator Delia,
Indeed.
do I have permission to approach?
I mean, I'm standing in front of you.
I take a step forward and I lean in.
Uh-huh.
It is not this one's place to ask, but why is there a Xenos here?
She whispers back. Guard. Thought begets heresy. I thought your regiment knew that better than most.
I actually physically recoil as if struck. I take a step back, and I stand up straight. At attention,
She's mentally bitch slapped you.
and I say nothing else.
Krieg, I give you a knowing look as well. Just gotta tap the
Just-
temple.
Smiles politely at you, Krieger, and goes, "Will there be anything else, guardsman?
I stand
If
up.
not, you may retire to your barracks."
I do a sharp salute,
Mm-hmm.
about face, and return to my barracks.
You turn across the bridge. The rest of you guys, you all see this happen. You see as Krieger leans in to say something and then recoils suddenly. It seems to almost change completely in that instance.
And here I thought that Kriegers don't back down for anything.
Hmm.
Gee.
Yeah, true Kriegers don't.
Yeah.
Three of you. What would you like to do?
I turn to Renali and go, will you be staying with us?
For a time, perhaps.
Have you ever stayed in human lodgings before?
When needs must.
If you fall if you fall asleep in a sewer, do you count it as having stayed in the sewer?
Ah.
As long as you don't decorate the room, I'm
That life's behind me.
Oh,
Well, good to have you, Pointy and Killy. I think I'll take a quick stroll down the road. Just tap the old cool box.
Mhm.
And make my way just a little bit down Hive, you know?
Sounds good to begin heading down the height.
I presume, yeah, we'll probably head back across the bridge and sort of back
Mhm.
roughly to where we started.
yeah.
Oh yeah, as you head back across the bridge, one of the initiates spots you and goes, "Oh, this way. This way. Your quarters are in the lower part of the hive, near the old substation. Beside water processing."
Excuse me, it was Sergeant Daly that said that we were to be billeted into the premium lodgings, I believe, for
It-
successfully completing the objective single-handedly as first company.
He laughs.
And I would
says,
like to result deceive
"Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
any mod.
Ooh, give me a flat 0.
Ah, come on, right, fuck it, I am using my last fate point
Go
for that
for it.
one.
Go. Remember, people can lend you fate points as well.
Oh, yeah.
I'm tempted to see where this goes.
Hopefully
Yep.
just blizzard quarters.
1 degree of success. Do you wish to
Maybe-
fate that?
I have expunged all fates, so
Would
Go on,
anybody
Ryan.
like to gift him a fate point?
I'll give you a fate point.
No, do it.
thank you very much.
Remember, here we go.
Ooh, 2 successes.
Baba booey.
You see him sort of like think for a second and go, "Oh, she did mention something about a word. Yes, it must be that." Very well.
Blind dog.
You're billeted in the first class quarters. In the middle section of the district, shall we say? This way, follow me.
The middle of the lower hive.
Begins heading off at street level. You know from your Remus and at least Birkin would know that the old slum station is in the lower part of the district, underground, under what would surface level be called where you currently are.
Yeah, it's
Did
the
you-
top of the underhive. You love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, he leads you along Boulevard, down the main street, past another reasonably sized central plaza. This one's circular, This time with a large statue of a space marine standing in the center of one of the Emperor's angels. Each down to the left, along large rows of towering buildings, and then in down a side street, and then again to the left, into a door, into this large, comfortable waiting room. An elevator at the end goes. You have to take floor number 7. There is an apartment waiting for you there, which is apartment number 3. There should be enough room to build it 5 or 6 of you within there, comfortably. If you need anything, you can contact us at the arbitrator station, else you are free to do as you wish until you are contacted again. Thank you. And he nods and excuses himself.
Rightio. Lovely.
You've been in places like this, Remus. Markham.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is pretty good. This is pretty comfortable. You know?
This has privacy and air that doesn't smell always like rust and mildew.
Yeah, things are a little rusty, but the seats, at least in this lounge, have cushions on them.
There's a bit of give to the bed.
Yeah.
Compared to just being a frame.
Yeah. So you enter the elevator and head up the floors of the spire, eventually leaving into a long foyer. You see room 3, large steel double doors, beckoning you against a what once was a whitely painted metal wall, now turned cream with age, cracks showing in the paint. As you enter in, a large front room expands before you. The windows on the edge of the spire looking out over this central circular plaza towards the Emperor's Angel. A number of small rooms builded off to the sides or on the right, each with enough space for a bed, a desk, and some storage units. There's a small kitchen built into the lounging area, and beside that, in its own small section, is a bathroom. This is the nicest place you guys have ever lived,
Oh.
apart from Renali.
Yeah, none of the furniture even breathes. What's the point?
Or talks.
This place really is a hovel. And you look over, you see the arbitrator look, and you go, but an organised one.
And we shall leave it there for the evening.
Nice.
The camera panning out, spinning and panning out the front window as you explore your newfound home. Enjoying the softness, the plushness of the cushions, the warmth of the heating within it. Yeah, you've done alright. The camera pans out and out again, and we see a swarm coursing across the other side of the Hive City, overrunning defenses of PDF and guardsmen as las fires exchange between both sides. And we pan into a dark tunnel, much like the one you guys fought the first host of cultists in. As a member of the Astra Militarum charges through it, head down, long grit coat fluttering as they run through it. Flak armor blackened and scorched, a Kriegsmarine. As they come to an exit, you see them raise their long, specially designed las rifle, pointed out, and open fire. And as the camera pans around, you see a large gouge out of their helmet, out of their skull, as the brain pulses within. And we cut to black.
Oh, that's not fucking pleasant.